character to push blames nor criticize anyone, but to preserve history and to let our younger generations who were not born during the struggle know the kind of songs used to boost the morals of the Biafran soldiers.
Hey, kid!
Fight for fatherland, Biafra take my boots off when I die. Biafra win the war. I'm on to cash machine, heavy artillery, bomb and fighter. Wanting to get my wife win on. Wanting to get. Wanting to get my wife win on. Wanting to get. Biafra. Unewe wanna go what you know. Unewe wanna go what you know. Ochichi, Gizina go to Bubia, Onyese, I am Chichi go one room with the Ochichi, Gizina go to Bubia, Onyese, I am Chichi go one room with the Abumonya Mamie, Nemu and Rabu Pamuma Baro, where Mammy, where I was a Kachia, where. Commando, Most of the Biafran war songs interrogative invectives on the Nigerian government of oligarchy, who directed the killing of innocent and children by imposing blockade on Biafra. All human contact with the outside world was cut off. Hence, the Nigerian military junta added hunger to the already existing weapons of mass destruction in their arsenal. Neither food nor medicine were allowed into Biafra. Hence, malnutrition became Kwashiorkor, also known as Harroway, Mississippi. We are Biafrans, fighting for our freedom. By the name of Jesus, we shall conquer. We are Biafrans, fighting for our freedom. By the name of Jesus, we shall conquer. Biafra, fighting for our freedom. By the name of Jesus, we shall conquer. We are Biafrans, fighting for our freedom. By the name of Jesus, we shall conquer.
I'm gonna follow you. Okay. I said that I'm gonna WhatsApp again.
soja bini moya. Na muso. Biafra mutana mu soja. Agụ na soja mu. Iwe nne mamụtana mịgwọmụ soja bi n'ime ọya. Nna mamụtana mịgwọmụ soja bi n'ime ọya. Biafra mụtana mịgwọmụ soja bi n'ime ọya. Agụrụ na soja bụ iwe. Nne mamụtana mịgwọmụ soja bi n'oke ọya. Nna mamụtana mịgwọmụ soja bi n'ime ọya. Biafra mụtana mịgwọmụ soja.
So, thank you so much, Biko. And much one or two people can join now. Biko, I want in on this studio. Just 1 second. So, oh my God, oh my God.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, welcome, Uzor.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. So, I'm at with the more environment. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor David. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, can we before we proceed, let's play our national anthem so that we will continue, and at the end of the day, we will. Okay. So, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. And in case I wouldn't come as English, because Agama Yogi, I will be operating mainly on Igbo. But of him guy Yogi, I want to guy mainly operate in English. You can still use English to carry other people along. Because last time, me na English when a problem, I settled ya. Me na ya ka na-ekpe dị ikpe, so and ikpe me na ya nọ na high court, so mgbe me na-ekpechara ya, this is the only time I can settle it. And thank you so much. If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Mayor Chris. I live here in Munich, and unfortunately, and I am the host of this program today. And follow I just want to achọrọ m ikele gị ma ndị na-efolo na nke ọma ma ndị na-efolo na nke ọjọọ. I so much appreciate. And today I nwere round table discussion like normally we na-eme ya every weekend. We bring people together to share idea. But today, achọrọ m imecha ya ka ọ wụrụ open floor. I personally wrote a lot of people private, and thank God, even people dere ihe emergency, somebody like Uzor article, he responded, and Uzor article from day one of this page have been, even all the fight logo na this page, Uzor article so load the fight. But unfortunately, but ihe anyị na-eme ewu ka ọ dị mma. Ihe anyị na-eme ewu ka ọ dị mma, enwere onye a na-eme ka emegide, kama na ọ bụrụ na generation anyị na anyị enwere nghọta, we are not going anywhere. And people like Pastor Chimezie also, I think, has been with me for 6 months now, and so much, and he have impacted Onyego a lot of people, more knowledge, and the people have shared ideas. And today with me for the first time is my sister Asa Demma, and my lovely sister Ife Yunwa, and Erudite Joe. I think Erudite Joe, I think your face is not new to me, but I haven't personally wrote you. So, but you are welcome to this program. Wadi Ife Yunwa, this is the second time you should be here, but I think the first time was when I have some emergency something in my wardrobe, so I have to deal with it. So I thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming here today to speak what we believe, what we love. And in few minutes, Ikenga Uruagu will be joining. And we believe at the end of the day, we will discuss, and at the end of the day, we will learn. And at the end of the day, people will go home with something. And at the end of the day, we will be convinced and support what we are doing. And that is the most important thing. My name is Mayor Chris, and what the main topic I will be today will another thing I tried in a very big way that I wanted to join here a lot, and na keep as well. I have been following many pages. Born I'm agitate for Biafra. On a so much joy, on a so much happiness, because I remember 2012, 2013, enwere ihe dị otu a, enweghị ike ịpụta ahụ nwaanyị ya na-akọ akụkọ Biafra. And on many of my brokers asịgo m ụmụ nwaanyị, unu mara mma, unu amaka, anyị ahụgo unu, ngwanụ kwutewe n'okwu Biafra, because unu macha mma niile a unu mara, mụ na anakwa na-ekwu okwu Biafra, ọ naghị ezucha oke. So na nke ikpeazụ a, Chineke na-emere onwe ya aha, because asị ụkwaru oge ya and I remember one of the broadcast Mazen Nnamdi Kanu 2014 also that na only time ụmụ nwaanyị pụtawara na ihe a na-eme mana na Biafra dị na nso, and ụnụ mara ihe ụmụ nwaanyị na-eme na-aga aga, because ụmụ nwaanyị energy ha wụ spiritual energy, so they have it. And I am here, and I am also encouraging any one of you, all ndị can watch my watch, I am also encouraging you to come out. Ndị nke ya ọkwa ị na-efolo mgbe ọ na-ịhụ na ụmụ nwaanyị ndị a, support them. Ọ bụrụ na YouTube ka ha nwere, subscribe for them. Ọ bụrụ nke ọ bụla ha nwere, just make sure you use your energy to support these people, so that ndị ọzọ lere anya etu esi support kwa ha nwee ike bịakwa tikwa aka pụtakwa nke ha, because a na-asị one good turn deserve another. because na nke ikpeazụ ndị be anyị the rate anyị na-eji akparịkwa ụmụ nwaanyị mgbe ụfọdụ ị ga-apụta nwoke Igbo ṅụjuru mmiri ara afọ legide nwaanyị lelee ya akpọọ ya ashawo. So anyways, yeah, thank you so much. don't have to go more deeper. So thank you so much. I have to allow people to introduce themselves. Biko, one minute, so that we will move on to the main topic. Also, article, I have to start from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my fellow Biafrans. My full names are Timothy Uzor Israel. Actually, I'm just an ordinary son Elohim is using for his glory. Thank you, my people.
Thank you so much. Over to you, over to you, Wayoma.
Okay. My name is Ifeyinwa.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Is everything okay?
Pastor Chimezie, I think on about make at the same time, but it's okay. Pastor Chimezie, over to you. We can move forward.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So network again in so ngwa Eroza Joe, because Elebishi Bayana and introduce yourself.
Yes, I am speaking to you, and I'm very glad to be your midst.
Thank you. Eroda Joe, you can adjust your volume so that mgbe ọ na mrụrụ gị ka inwe ike kwuo okwu ọfụma. Ka m hapụ ka inwe ike move forward. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, biko achọrọ m draw people's attention. We are speaking on 3 topics this afternoon, and we want to weigh into it. Few months ago, maybe not less than 7 months or 8 months ago, Imo State, what they call Supreme Court governor. But that is not the end. Recently, gara na East, na Olu, precisely, which is the latest genocide. Which is the latest genocide. But then something draw my attention somewhere. Before this Olu issue, I know many politicians. Na Imo State, and what njirimara ndị politics na ha na ndị na-anọchite anya ndị mmadụ na ndị na-eme ka ihe a na-eme gaa ọfụma. But recently, ihe mere n'Ọlụ, and we remember that during the time emere ihe gbasara Supreme Court nyere I hope ụzọ dị mma wepụ Emeka ihe dị ọha, that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu made many speech about it before but recently, not few days ago, a lot of genocide were committed in Olu, and up to now, we haven't heard from Emeka Ihedioha, what he think about the massacre of innocent civilians. Because as it is, enweghị civil war nọ na Olu, and as it is, enwero bandit nọ n'Ọlụ. Amarọ m ihe bụ Nigeria Army were gawa the place. But nevertheless, because the real truth is this, there are some certain things we need to be asking ourselves, and that is why we gather here to discuss. Some of these politicians, many of them, because I saw well Lotare making Ihedioha, and we have to be real about it. But Oruna, anyị so lụtara emeka ihe dị ọha ọgụ. Now a bịara na the same Imo steeti ahụ emeka ihe dị ọha kwesịrị ịwụ the governor, even though they rob him, which is normal system Nigeria na-eme operate, because it's a lawless country. It's a country that has never worked for anybody. It's a country that you know, a country built with blood, because without blood the country will never work. Yeah, a country that is Nigeria like a ritual. Nigeria like a ritual. Ritual it's like a ritual. So you must renew the ritual daily, every day. There is no any day. Any day chijiri na Nigeria anwụ na-aga anụ na egburu ndị mmadụ. So without egbu na mmadụ na Nigeria can never move forward. So it is our country na work for anybody. Rather also fachago ugbo ga-egbuo, and that is the country we live in, and that is why some of us are raised potara see that no, we cannot continue like this, especially on our kanjo. Many of us are in Nigeria. I poor bịa ihe dịka America, bịa ihe dịka Europe, bịa ha otu obodo shiri dịrị mma, bịa ha otu ndị ụwa shi ebi ndụ ha. I bịa cheta ebe anyị shi, it triggers us, it moves us that nah man, there must be change. And sometimes many people na-ajụ question why o jiri wụrụ ndị na-aside na-achọ ka Nigeria divided. Yes, because they have seen the good life. They have seen what God have given us. They have seen that what God wants from us, our miracle. They have seen that what God, the plan Chineke nwere ebe anyị nọ, our miracle ka o nwere ebe anyị nọ, kama ihe o nwere ebe anyị nọ a good will. Ịghọtago, ha ahụgo anyị abịago hụ na ezigbote mmiri a na-aṅụ na anaghị ekpete ya na ekpere. Anyị abịago hụ na electricity na anaghị ekpete ya na ekpere. Anyị abịago hụ na ụzọ dị mma na anaghị ekpete ya na ekpere. Anyị abịago hụ na all life matter, because na ọ bụrụ na one person nwụrụ ebe ọ na emere any terrorist attack na Germany ma ọ bụ na London ebe ọ bụ na ị gara, ihe ị ga na-anụ ọwụ pray for Germany, pray for Europe, pray for this one. But 50, 100 na-anwụ, 50, 100 na-anwụ, anyị anaghị anụ na mmadụ nwụrụ. So we start asking, enwere onye ka dị iche karịa ibe ya. Many times a na-asị no. So mgbe ọ na ị nụrụ many of us anyị na-push for a better home, a better place, all these things na motivate, because men anyị nwa ahụgo. And the majority ndị ka dị more comfortable with ndị nke nọ Nigeria, ha dị comfortable with the system, because the system had taught them that na ihe awụ otu ha kwesịrị ibi. But mgbe ọ na iwepụtara onwe gị, you discover that na heaven arch pastor gị na-ekpe ekpere na heaven ahụ anọrọgo somewhere, that you need what you need to is you need a good life. Yeah. So but back to my topic this afternoon. Uzor, I am going to start from you. From what happened in Imo State and the silence of Imo State politicians, because this when you talk about politicians, we are talking about people defending the citizen, or people who want who like Otuhasha Agogbuai na ha na-achọ ịga jere anyị ozi, which amam na ọwụrụ mmụọ ka ha na-ejere ozi, ha na-aga for their family, ha na-aga family, you know, ka ha ga buru ego maka their own family. But why are they silent? And even to the so-called Emeka Ihedioha and the so-called future presidential aspirant Owere, my brother Urochas. So Uzor, let me start from you, from your observation and what you understand before I move to another person. Over to you, Uzor.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Please, I have to use a little bit of English, because anytime my people see my face, from I have a diverse background, so they normally love to cue in. I don't like explaining everything to them, so it's better I use English for them to understand. So please, I just want us to be more professional. Let's just hit the point and go straight to the point, because I deal with time. All right. So this is another thing I want us to change in Africa. Let us make use of time. You see, I'm just like uncomfortable when the whole thing is. We already take almost an hour in introducing everything. So let's just hit the point. Allow us to do the program. Sorry for that, but just want to clear the air. So about our governors, We don't have anything there. It seems as if you're just pointing one person, Ikedioha. It's not about Ikedioha. It's not about just few of them. It's about all of them. Because I normally use my own race as an example, my own people. Because I normally in my country, in Israel. So another thing I want us to do is that we shouldn't be pointing out anything that concerns one Biafra ought to concern everybody. It's not about the governor or the ex-governor in Imo State. It's supposed to be about all the politicians in Biafra, because they are there because of us. If not for us, I know the election, there's nothing like election in Nigeria, but we are so gullible that we allow these people to mingle with us and she just use us like toothpaste. You know what? This is hard time. We need to stop giving them accolades. I've been saying that years. If you see people steal something, you see my people lynch people. These are the people we need to focus on. We need to focus on these, our politicians, because these people are stooge. They are not for us. They are against us. So when we understand this, that these people are our real enemies, you hear about saboteurs. These are the main saboteurs. These are the people that they sold us out to the caliphate. They want to see us die. They don't care about you. They never care about you. What they care is about their own pocket, their own future. Oh, they care about all their children. So like last year, I said it's time to hunt these people, their children, so that they feel what we feel, because they don't care. Their children are all over the place. Even I'm still tracing, what's the one Abia State governor, he's trying to buy house here in Australia. And his son is already here, hiding. So all these people, we need to step up. They say I don't like, people say I shouldn't be saying everything online, but I don't care. Because my people, they don't reason. They wait for you to tell them everything. If you allow them to act on themselves, they don't know what to do, because Nigeria sap up brain. If you stay in Nigeria, it waggles your mentality, it makes you to start to think like you will become automatically inhuman. So we need to face all the politicians. We don't need to be pointing out one person or the other. All of them, we need to be asked for them. Stop giving them accolades. Oh, when they are coming this is time to start stoning them. If we see them in convoy, you stone them. How many people are they going to kill? Let them move to Abuja. We don't need them until we get what we want. This is the time. This is time for revenge. We need to revenge them. They're killing us like flies. They don't care. They kill every day. They keep killing. Okay, why are they killing people in Olu? Other regions, they set up their security apparatus. Nothing happened. We set up our own. They sent the army to come and kill us, and nobody's saying anything except a few individuals online. So it's time for us to wake up, because if you don't take your destiny into your own hands, nobody's going to take that for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wada Ifeyinwa, I'm going over to you. Wada, you have been seeing what is happening. You know, many people have been telling us, fight for peace, make sure we are in peaceful, you know. But there is a saying, when you are fighting for peace, make sure you are ready for war. And any small thing achịtana ndị amị bịa gbawa ndị Igbo, any small thing achịtana ndị amị bịa gbawa ndị Igbo. Can you weigh on it? Enwere something or the enwere what is happening?
Aftermath of 1967 to 1970 war. So this is exactly what is happening in the minds of the people. We are still slaves, conquered people. That is why even the Yoruba has kind of respect from the north. But our own politicians can't even speak. That's what you see happening. They don't have a voice. They can't come together to say anything. Look at the normal security outfit that the Yorubas has formed. Even Eastern governors cannot even organize themselves to form one. That will show you that they are so incapacitated. In fact, they can't because they are stoots. They are in fact they are like servants to these people. So Yoruba case is different because they are not conquered. But when it comes to Nigeria, they have a peculiar story. So we are not like you can't just equate an average Igbo politician with a Yoruba politician. You have to see it in that light because normally we are conquered where we like to. This is our position. So even we are even trying to force ourselves. That's why we see what we see on daily basis. So our politicians are not able to speak. They can't do much because they actually can't. They actually can't. So it is left for us to now face that hard truth. That this is what our position is in Nigeria. Until we face that we are actually slaves. We are more than, in fact, Yorubas are just somewhere here and we are down below. So we understand that is why our politicians behave the way they do. It's not that they can't speak. Some of them pains them what is happening, but they can't just find themselves speaking because they can't speak. Many things is against them.
One different one. Do anything. Hey, network yadrom. This is the very big problem. Network okay. Magodo pugodu keparachite. Pugodu.
Oh my God.
Just support keparachite. Can we can with the network ebe no? Can we can with the network ebe no? Over to you. Adem. Let's get can we can with it from you from what's both from all if you can comment from that all issue and also why this month, and at the end of the day nobody will condemn it. Nobody in a, no matter their level of any government, yet the same I want to hail those politicians. What is happening? Answer them over to you.
Ina ihe mee no ọ bekee ka na nsụgụ Igbo.
Nke ọ na just so English ma ọ na ịchọrọ biko I mean English nwere problem nwere ike so English ka ndị ọzọ nwee ike nweta point ya.
Okay. Ilaya I already speak Igbo but nwere ike miss ya. Ilaya ihe mee n'ọlụ. Ọ dị mma ka anyị gaa back to Obi Igbo. Yeah, that. Obi Igbo ethnic cleansing against Igbo and nothing happened. The Igbo elites, for lack of a better word, gara Port Harcourt, gara meet wike, gara meet wike na agụrụ ya egwu. Given ihe mere n'ọlụ otu esi gbusisia ndị Igbo wike kwesịrị all nurture forgiveness, all nurture talks. Okay, we can't even start talking about forgiveness. All nurture ka ekwuo maka arụ mere. A genocidal committee against ndị Igbo. Nyawa kwesị ịchọje ndị Igbo na ala Igbo. Mana nke ahụ emehụ. Ndị Igbo governors na nna ya nwodo, perhaps ndị ọzọ, ndị anyị hụrụ na television, ndị chọrọ ya gawa Port Harcourt, garuo ebe ahụ na-agụrụ ya egwu. Ama m ụlọ wọchiri ya oge nna ya nwodo na-agụrụ ya. I think nna ya nwodo na-agụ Wike ga-eso. So, ihe ahụ aka ha ji bata n'ọlụ. Ihe niile, you can go as far back as 1967 or even before that time. So ndị Igbo collateral damage, anything menu, ndị Igbo will be killed and nothing will happen. Nobody will, enweghị ga-ajụ ajụjụ, enweghị Igbo ga-ebilite jụ ajụjụ. The only person that has stood up, Ojukwu stood up, ejiga war. The only person put after that time was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's the only Igbo man that speaks for Igbo people. He's the only Igbo man choro. When I say the only, I mean the only Ndama. I need an air choro good for Igbo. I'm talking about Nde were name, Nde Maduma. And what any Igbo politician put a go on anytime they Burundi Igbo massacre Ndi Igbo, put a juju, more just your questions. So why Nigerian government agane Burundi Igbo Otu has to cho. Ndibo easy target. How the easiest people to kill. No other ethnicity in Nigeria. Ka massacre goro. Otu esi massacre ndị Igbo. Over 5 million of us came during the Nigerian war, during the Biafran war. Now, if we put all these things now, Batazie into Nigeria, our subservient position, ebe doerai as a people, I don't want any say. I've been a leadership. And then 2023. That is in high game. I'm at that one high game. Here will carrot and a dangle in front of us. And we are, I now dance one to the tone. Because of that 2023, our governors are in their pocket. All our politicians are in their pocket. But they've always been, though. And when it's something, Anna promised the politician of the Eastern origins. No, and because of that, they will keep mute, and they will assume they have their children. So this latest one, 2023, and I don't want political power, and I want economic power, but we don't even use it. We're not able to use it. We're not able to harness it. Egypt use it our own advantage. So Ndibo will continue dying until we stand up. Mazin Nandikalu is the only person that is standing up now. Mazin Nandikalu and IPOP, now ESN. He's the only person that has come out and challenged these people. He's the only name they fear. Yeah, that's what I can say about that. Yeah.
Okay, Wanyoma, thank you so much. Pastor Chimezie.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you very much. What I want to say is this. First and foremost, I am political leaders. What we have is political rulers. Political talk boys, talk men in the Biafran region. The only time that we have been able to experience leader was during the time of late Dim Odumegu Juku and Samun Bakwe and Michael Okpara. After their time, all the rest of the whole bunch of criminals that call themselves leaders, to me, that are not leaders but political talks, appointed by Funani and their boyfriends and the girlfriends in the north, in the northern region. So, sincerely speaking, I am Wundibo. The only man now presently that we see that is a leader. What is leader? Let's define leadership. A leader is a man that always finds a way to care for his people and listen to the cry of their people. It's not the one that wants to impose himself on the people, but rather follows the will of the people. So all these whole people, both the governors, we never elected them. They are being appointed by their boyfriends and girlfriends, by their political godfathers, and put them in the seat. So how do you think that the people your enemy appointed are giving role? The only thing they care about is just to grab the seat, somebody who can kill his friends, kill his brothers and sisters for him to get into the office. How do you think that person will get into that office and then start working for you and start speaking on your behalf? It's impossible. So what is happening now is as a result of the damage that have been happening all the years. we keep silent, we keep enduring. After 4 years, I get me. That is what we have been recycling, the bunch of criminals, bunch of idiots, and bunch of fools. Sorry to use these words, but to me, these are the thing, because these people that I call rulers are the people who always stand to impose their own will, impose their own character, impose themselves on the people. So they never care about the populace of the desire or what will be good for the people. Because if they have any good agenda for us, what will it take for them to give us common good road? What will it take for them to provide common electricity? What will it take for them to give us, to build good schools or good medical facilities? So talk less of, talking of coming to protect you, So we rising and talking about these people, why are they not speaking? It's like, how will I put it? It's like you taking a horse to the stream and then trying to open the horse mouth and force the water to go into the mouth of the horse. So because you are not the one that elected them, so they are not there for you. So they are not going to work for you. So you calling them to come and speak on your behalf, it's like, you are just trying to waste your energy and your saliva. Rather, the only thing that we need to do is to waken the populace of the people, because the people are the ones they are still using. They come with divide and rule tactics, to divide us and to conquer us via mental slavery, brainwashing us, giving us 10,000, 20,000, and then they do their wish. We do their bidding. Their children are not the one dying. Their mothers are safe. When their brothers and sisters, they are in abroad. So it doesn't concern them. They are being safeguarded. Do you know how many security that is in the house of Oji Sokalo or T.A. Oji? Do you know how many security that in the house of a former governor of Owerri Sokorocha? Their daughters, their children, they are all safeguarded. Immediately they enter the zoo country. But when they travel to Europe, they know that they cannot have bodyguards in Europe because everywhere is secured. So let us work and do underground. And that is why I always appreciate the work that IPOB are doing. Because IPOB are doing the right thing by connecting to the people right from the grassroots. So this is what we need to be championing. Apart from talking about these people, I am sick and tired. I don't want to talk about them because to me, they are dead. To me, they are non-existent. They are not existing. Because these people have stolen the destiny of our parents, our fathers. They told them it will be well. And I will go there and do something. And they will go there after 8 years. They will still come back and take another position. That is the only thing they care about. So for now, I will stop here and let others talk. Thank you.
Over to you, I believe network over to you. Over to you.
Of not disappointed. Okay, so before I know that now you don't really blame these southeastern governors because each treat a case. You look at why, the reasons why are these things happening. If you don't look at it, you may just be treating it on the periphery. Man, I got deep. As in the war that we had in that region is still affecting us. Whether we like it, Nigeria is still at war with that Biafran region. That is why you get military checkpoints everywhere. Everything, Biafran region can have traces of those wars. As in, the war is still continuing. Even when we don't have terrorists, we don't have reasons for all those roadblocks, yet we have them in abundance. With this kind of military, we have police, we have these paramilitaries on the road, yet we find kidnappers in the bush and they do nothing. Because you can't go to the north and you see that kind of roadblocks. You don't see that kind of checkpoints. Kidnapping, you can understand that the police are not on the road. But why is it so that in the east, where you have this kind of military and everything, still the Fulanis are busy dealing with us? They will deal with us in the bush, and then the military and the police will still collect extorting money from the people. So you see that it is a mentality of a subdued people. These people should be dealt with. Economic, that is economical, strangle them. And then you'll find our political elites not saying anything. Not saying anything. The funnies are given to them. They remove, they will keep away them. So you find them not saying anything.
Okay, thank you so much, Wanyoma. Thank you. Thank you. Your network will a very big problem. Maybe I can pokwa again, but I again. Over to you, Erudite Joe. I think by now the network will get them. Can we move forward? Okay. So can you speak or mute yourself
You can go and come back. Network will be okay. Your network is so bad.
Can you hear me? Am I coming out clear?
Go on. Yeah, you are coming out clear. From what you have seen so far, when the you have seen our discussion and can we get back another topic?
Yes, thank you very much. My contribution is that you see, these things that are going on in Biafra land is quite embarrassing, and it's very, very painful, you know. But the case is that it is very hard for you to get maybe any politician or a governor, a first-class politician in Igbo land, who will come out to support what we're doing, or to stand up to come and condemn what these Fulani Marodian terrorists is doing in our land. That is because they have sold their soul, they have sold their conscience to the North, to the Fulanis. They don't have the balls to say enough is enough. Stop killing my people. Stop macheting my people. Because they don't have the interest of the people at heart. Okay? They don't have interest of the people at heart. You talk about this man that Uzodimba overthrew. He cannot speak because the reason is because he has an agenda of coming back again to come and contest for the same governorship seat. Do you understand? So he knows that if he come out and condemn the act of the terrorism perpetrated by the Fulani terrorists, that he will not be allowed to even smell the seat. So he is still fighting to get back to that seat again. So you cannot expect him who is trying to get back to that position, to come and start talking about the killings and the supporting Mazinam Dekan and the ESN. He cannot do that. These people are a stooge in our land. They're a stooge in the Southeast politics. They can never support what we're doing until you take one or two of them down. Until something that is happening to ordinary Igbo citizen happen to one of their sons or their daughters. Do you understand? There is a saying in Igbo Ade that nwata akwa ya na-akụwa bere adịghị ama na ite na-akụwa akụwa ọ na-agagharị na-akụwali ite ndị mmadụ. Do you understand? Until one of their own fall into the traps of these terrorists, they will not understand. I mean, look at what Ghana did. Ghana, they stopped all these Fulanis. They told them that if we see any of your cows in our street, we will kill all of them. If we see you marching your cows in our street, we will kill all of them and we will get you arrested. Until today, in Ghana, you can never see any of these terrorists or any of these Fulani herdsmen marching their cows in the street of Ghana. It is impossible. They have now coordinated their ranches. They now have their ranches in Ghana. Go to Cameroon. They are not doing all those things like that. They have the plans to take over Cameroon, but the Cameroonian government put them in check. I don't know why it took us so long to keep these people in check. If not coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB, by now they could have strike their plan. They could have dealt with us. Do you understand? So we the citizens, we the people of the East, we should not fold our hands and wait for these people to speak for us, because from now till thy kingdom come, they will never speak. They will never talk about us. They will never feel the pains that we are feeling, because none of them is passing through all those things. Because they barely use the road. They always fly on the air. They always use the helicopters, and they always travel with the jets. So they don't feel all those things. They don't know how you feel. The only thing they can do is say, "Oh, we are sorry. We are sorry. We are going to call on the president. We are going to speak to the security agencies to see what they can do." Which security agencies will do something? The same security agencies are the ones that is giving their people protection, telling them carry on, supplying them arms. Have any of you people asked how these people get these arms? How did they manage to smuggle these arms to the east? How do they manage to smuggle these arms to the west? If not the military aiding them through the military helicopter flying on the air to come and drop it into one of their sites. They never question these things. But what we are doing now, they are totally against it. They're telling that we should stop chasing Fulani. We should stop, trying to chase away Fulani from our land. That they have free access to live anywhere, which is impossible. It is impossible. The Igbo man who goes to Kano to rent shop is not a fool. The Igbo man who goes to Kaduna to rent a shop and do his business normally, pay rent, is not a fool. Or even buy land to do business is not a fool. So why should a Fulani man come to my own land, take over a portion of my land and build a mall and start living there for free, and at the same time kidnapping and raping our people? That is insane. We can never bank on these politicians, because they don't have the people at heart. If they have the love of the people at heart, they could have acknowledged the letter that is sent by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to them, according to regarding the security situation. They could have approved that letter. They could have shown concern. They could have replied that letter. Say, okay, we are very, very concerned about this security issue. Okay, we are ready to work with you. Let's work together and see how we can curb this Fulani menace. But they never replied that letter until this letter surfaced. And the reason why this letter surfaced was because they have tried to start a side talk that they are not aware of this. They're trying to influence people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just threw ESN without informing the Eastern governors or the Eastern politicians. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought out that letter for the world to see, for everybody to see that they were informed before the introduction of ESN. So nobody should be fooled. These people don't love us. They don't care about us. Their pocket is is what they are interested in. Because once it happened today, they have houses in America, they have houses in UK, they will run and leave us alone, so that they will slaughter our people into hundreds, into thousands. They don't care about us. We have to take the bull by the horn. We have to stand up and support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Eastern Security Network to make sure that their evil plans must be stopped at all costs. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you. You really made a point there, and hopefully we are learning. We are moving to the second topic, and that is Fulani 100 billion negotiation with the federal government. Because Nanki Azwa, I'm confused. We, in a country, agro-nebu citizen, a country that live under $1 in a day. $1 na buy now 500 is about 500 and something naira. A country name with steady light. A country name with a good road. a country na-enweghị good water, a country na-ana loan different countries. Now, in terms of cattle rearing ma ndụsịrị English, ya wee chi ụmụ ihe nnama, this is a private business and other things. Now, what has he done? This 100 billion a demand now, a negotiate, a na-enye ndị Fulani or something. Ọ na-enye ha under work well done for killing the innocent citizen. Ka a na-enye ha under, and what Kenya with the stake of ndị Igbo, because as it is now in this entity called Nigeria, we are still part of it. Kenya with the stake of it, what is happening, and why is everyone silent about this? Uzor, over to you. I'm starting from you.
Okay. Ụmụnne m Makdab of Makasha Force. So ndị Igbo ka anyị na-ekwukọrị okwu ya.
Uzor, we are not hearing you. We are not hearing you.
Ịnụbaghị ihe na-ekwu? Can you hear me? Okay, can I continue? Okay, so
you
need to be on your side. Okay, let me continue. Okay, so nsogbu anyị nwe bụ anyị nwa n'onwe anyị bụ nsogbu, anyị ga-eblame onwe anyị. Ịghọtago, oge agago mgbe anyị ga-ọbụla anyị na-apọntị aka na ndị ọzọ. Individuals, anyị nwa bụ nsogbu anyị nwere n'onwe anyị. Ọ ihere ka ọ bụ na obodo dị above 200 million na ndị erughị 20 million na control anyị niile. Kedu ihe unu nwa mụ na gị na-eme? Because my people, I like blame mmadụ, anyị ga-ebugo ụzọ blame onwe anyị ka ihe dịla anyị mma, ya achọọ etu ọ ga-esi dị mma. Gịnị ka anyị na-eme? Ị ga-afụgodo individual fault anyị nwegodo n'ime onwe anyị, anyị bụ ndị Biafra. Ihe anyị nwere, onye kpasa iwe, onye aba na social media kparịba nwanne, sọsọ ebe anyị ga-akwatu nwanne anyị ka anyị na-muzzle power. Ụmụ ihe niile anyị kwesịrị ịkwụsị ya. Ọ ihere ka ọ bụ na ndị Fulani amaghị ihe na control anyị. Gịnị dị ha n'isi? Onweghị ihe dị ha n'isi. Ha wee ji chịkọọ the whole country for years. Okay, n'elu ka president unu nwụrụ here, o nwere onye na-ekwu okwu. Onye ọbụla mana the guy anwụgo. Ha kpachichaa ya mbụ ndị Fulani amaghị ihe. Mana ọ bụ na unu bụ ndị Igbo, ọ bụ na unu bụ ndị Biafra, agụfụ onye aka apụtara gbapụ nwanne ya afọ. So sista bụ onwe anyị na-azụ ka anyị na-alụ. Onye ka nna agwa nkwuo ya sị na nha eti, enweghị onye ihe eti, nna like ikwu eziokwu, adị ma unu onye ọbụla mana onye mbụ. Ịghọtago, na-ekwu okwu ka ọ dị. Anyị nwa anyị ekwesịghị iche njibe. Oge gago na-agbagheri mmepe Facebook, ndị Biafra na-akụgheri ya na-agba onwe ha wụ onye anụkọta na-akpali onye na-akpali onye nwanne ha nwoke, ebe aka ha nwanne ha nwoke nwanne ha nwaanyị. Ị na-akpali nwanne gị n'afọ. Gịnị na-eme anyị? Ka anyị gbakọtagodo ọnụ, anyị gbakọta ọnụ, nweghị ihe ndị a bụ ofe nkupu na anyị na-ezuzu ndị a wee jiri anyị tinye n'akpa. N'ihe a na-eme ego, oyi niile dị bụ na bunu ka ọ dị, ihe niile dị na Biafra land. Everything is from Niger Delta, everything is from Anambra, everything is from Imo, everything is from Abia. Ha ebulie na-eke na ụmụnne ya, unu emechicha ọnụ na ụmụ egwu nọsị na National Assembly. Ana m awọchi ya steeti, a na-ezuzugharị. Oge ụfọdụ sef ihe na-eme ma nga meeting na synagogue ya, a na-ekwu kwunite, a na-asị kedu ihe ndị representative na-eme? Ha nọrọ dị ya, oke n'elu kịta kachi foro mgbe Buhari nọ ndụ, o wepụtasị minista ma ihe niile na-enyecha spasịa ihe na House. Ha mechaa ya endọs mbụ ndị ụmụ egwu senators a bụrụ ndị Fulani tijuo ebe niile, mechaa ya endọs bịazi atlas bebe akwa na Fulani nọchisiri ebe niile. Ụmụ idiot ụgbọla adịghị n'isi, enwe ihe eji pin do ha. So ihe na-eme anyị bụ anyị nwa bụzi ndị nkịtị, ha na-ezuzu, anyị sorokwu ha na-ezuzu. Onye ọbụla kwesịrị ịkụnye ọtọ. Na ndị gọvanọ kpọọ onwe ha gọvanọ, politicians ejide unu ebe a pịwasị unu amụ, unu fụ ha bụ sari na-aga, unu na-akọrọ aka ihe dị ngige bụkwa my uncle, mana nweta ya kụwapị m isi. Ndị ahụ niile bụ ndị nzuzu. Onye ọbụla na onwe nwanne gị agụụ na-aga ozu ohi, unu apụta kugbo emu ya ọkụ si na unu ma ihe unu bụcha ndị nzuzu agwa m ndị ga-akụgbe bụ ndị politicians ya unu nweta ha n'ụzọ unu awụrụ okwute kụpụọ isi ha unu achụkwa bikos unu nwa mere na ha nọdụ ya agba na na-eri gị elekshọn ọ bụghọ votu unu ka ha atụ votu mana unu nwa mere na ha nọdụ ya unu nwa na encourage ihe ha ji eme ihe a o nweta onye si wee act onwezi onye ya apụta dị for governorship ọsọ a na-agba nke na-akọdo ihe a ọkwụnụfụ ihe ebe anyị na the other past years ka I know na this guy chọrọ negotiate with nya na anyị to Palestine ofu onye mmiri obi kpọgbuo the prime minister ihe na-eme ya mebe unu anyị emenwu ya onye ọbụla na-achọ egwu waya oyi egwu ka o tinye ego n'akpa gịnị na-emede anyị the most intelligent race in Africa bụ ndị Igbo anyị na-ezuzu ezuzu mmasị ya nkịtị ndị ala na-achị anyị ndị niile ahụ nọ mụ na ha na-anọ one on one these governors nweghị ihe dị ya n'isi these people are dumb nothing they can't do anything anyị nwegba ha nkịtị a na-aride anyị oge ọbụla anyị pụta n'ịntanetị anyị kwuchi okwu ya nakpuo ije lụbakwa shift 8 hours na-ekpu ndị ọcha ike why na inwere ọya ibe gị ndị ọcha ị na-eficha ike onweghị ihe dị na be ha nothing gịnị dị na be anyị ka dị na be anyị but anyị na-ama eji onwe anyị unu nwee everything jiri ọsọ mmiri na-akwa aka unu nọ n'etiti mmiri ji ọsọ mmiri na-akwa ihe elu na-eme m ngwa gị eziokwu okay negodu my people a na-agodu n'airport unu fụ onye ọcha unu a na-awanye elu gịnị na-ezuzuri ndị unu afụ onye ojii bụ unu a na-agbakwu ndị ọcha ndị jide unu kastigeti unu apụsịkwa m onye ọbụla fight ba ndị ọcha mgbe unu dị imego onwe gị appreciate onye ga-eme gị appreciate ihe aka unu ga-ebidogodu ka ndị Fulani jiri unu ego ọbụla na-aka akọ ndị Fulani unu ha na-egbusi unu hapụ ha si n'ugwu ọsọ bịa bụ unu na-egbu unu ebe akwa mee vidio nakpu ke na-eme dị unu time to stand up is now ndị na-akwụ ma ndị anọ nọ Naijiria kịta na-enene m unu onwe ọkwa ife ihe unu na-eme unu agbapụta onye ọbụla ma ya inbox ejigo kpọpụta m obodo oyibo ma mmadụ onye kpọpụta gị obodo oyibo ọ bụghị ịgba ọsọ bụ eziokwu ihe agwa ihe bụ modern slavery etinye nsogbu na bụ nnukwu unu gbapụta ebe a na-edozi obodo ha because o nwere some jobs so unu na-alụ ha ndị ọcha da alụ ya it's time for us to wake up chụpụ ndị a chụrụ ya ndị a ọkpa jee na gọọmenti house blọk ụdị a wuru okwute mapụ sekuriti onye ka ha ji mmadụ onye ka ha ya egbu chi na-efe efe were ejizi eji o ka ihe unu na-eme every time a na-ekwu okwu a na-eme m invite onye ọma m invite ekwucha na kpụ nobody no action ọkwa baịbụl unu ebupụtara unu eji New Testament ghọrọ unu ama gị na nke ịtọ ọnụ ama gị unu a na-ezuzu nna anyị nwa na baị ka ihe niile bido ịma anyị ebe anyị na-echedi anyị cruise generation unu let us wake up daalụnụ
Uzor, thank you so much. Nwada dị mma aga m agafete ebe ị nọ now. Because ịmana 100 billion a na-negotiate awụrọ the first thing. Enwere ihe m ichetakwara ụfọdụ anyị na-ele anyị. Do you know that na cut off mark eji aba school na aba awụrọ cut off mark eji aba school n'ugwu Hausa? And because we have to remember all these things. But what is happening that now I nearly remain is silent? Because this thing, even as this negotiation naga on, opotara na anyị nwa ndị Igbo anyị enwerozi problem. But let me hear a view of everybody. Over to you, Nwada Asademma. Sorry, over to you, Nwayoma.
The last speaker, is that okay? Ihe na-ekwu gboju ma anya okwugide unu ọchị ikwu negative ọsị unu ọwụzie nke positive ọsị anywa o buruzie ya la ebe I don't know where the other half of him see. I don't understand his talk because if you're with us, you be with us. You cannot decide yaogi gano with us or go suit to the when it's terrible. It says you guys can hear them moon. Oh, gone suit to give it last year your other half. I don't know where that is. Could you explain?
Okay, Nanya, abụkwa m onye iru abụọ adị m emekwa ihe abụ ịma na ụfọdụ ndị kwu okwu efu ka obi ha dị ihe dị gị n'obi ka ị na-ekwu ịghọtago my mother bụ onye Igbo nna asụ Igbo ọfụma So here na come maybe here dig no be na ko. Inanya oh ya nku kita. If
I
you
think
kwa
it's
he
very rude.
explain
I
he
asked you a
explain bego kwa
question,
tendency.
Vito
Check am ku
Sijana,
ejo ma
BBC
drum.
Bamba.
Ejo ma you can na sagenti.
Yeah, but don't tell me in my head, BMC. What does that mean?
Amoha mebe
Anything
okwu
mean
gisi
about
ka
in my
nna
head,
ekwu.
BMC?
I'm telling you, amoha mebe okwu gisi. Eya ibele ebe a
Yeah,
ibia ime ma attack. Ihe ibele ebe a ka ekwu ihe ka ọ dịla anyị mma. Ịghọtago
yeah,
si
but
ihe
give me
na-akọ
one
ihe
place now.
na-apị
You're
point eme
dancing
on point.
around.
Ihe
You're
ibele
not
ebe a ekwu
dancing. You
bụ
dance really
No,
like
what we
uh,
came here,
Biko
what we came
Cherenu.
here for is for Fulani.
Okay,
I we
okay,
don't
Biko,
I have
Biko,
ebe
can
fight
we
for
get,
my
can we continue,
Ịghọtago.
cha?
So stop throwing questions. Focus on the
Umunne
Fulani.
Cherenu, Cheren, Cheren,
Olu you are
Cheren.
energy fight here for it.
yeah, I would the first time. He said it's
Use
all
your
Why,
energy
yourself.
to
why
fight the
am I
Fulani.
Cherenu? Why am I
No, we are
Cherenu?
not here to
Cherenu,
fight
Cherenu,
ourselves.
Cherenu. Cherenu, una about Cherenu. Pastor Chimeze, over to you. Kanda Akamodan. Over to you, Pastor Chimeze. Pastor Chimeze, unmute yourself. Over to you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Based on what you're trying to, the question concerning the Funani and the cut of mark, I'm going to buy. Ihe ndị a niile wụ ihe ndị bidoro. Ọ bụghị today ka o bidoro. And ihe ndị a so na all the building up of the injustice I want to pass it through. Bụ ndị Igbo, bụ ndị Biafra, bụ the eastern region, and our western brothers as well, which will do because somehow they are passing it somehow, but we are the main people that are bearing the brunt, you know. So this 100 billion now, it's not that they are going to negotiate it to give it to Funani. This 100 billion has already been given, today, has already been given to them. Miet Yala has already been given to them. I think either 2019 or that 2020. Kenya, the Miet Yala, the 100 billion, you know. So this, and that was when the federal government was talking about they are going to as well open a radio station to Fulanis as well, which I don't know if they later open the radio station to them. But when any other ethnic group, a radio station or any 100 billion, you know. So when we are talking about freedom, we should not expect the people who are benefiting from your suffering to be the one to champion for your freedom. That is the mistake which we have been making all the while. You know, when you study the scripture, when God encountered Gideon, in the book of Judges, Gideon was hiding where he was threshing corn, and the angel of the Lord appeared to him. And there he asked a relevant question. And the angel of the Lord told him, you are the one that has been delaying the freedom of your people. There are many great men in the city. There are many rich people from the families that are enjoying with the people of the government in those days. But God did not look at those people. He chooses the guy who was afraid, hiding to thresh his parents' corn. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him. The problem we are facing is that we are waiting to see when a son of a Theoj or a son of Obasanjo, or somebody that has a huge name, then we will say, yes, he's the one. And that is the same thing when the Israelites were waiting for Messiah. They thought he will come from one royal and one powerful royal home, but he come from the house of a carpenter. Even his own cousin did not know that he is the Messiah. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God brought him in this time for a time like this. And what do we need to do is to cheer him up and walk behind him, stand like Joshua and Caleb, stood and raised the hand of Moses continuously. You know, so these are what we need to do, and not to stand and begin to fight or point fingers, accusing finger on each other, or trying to pull him down or trying to castigate him. He is a human. He must definitely make mistakes. But why are we there? Is to cover up those areas of his mistakes. If we rise up and begin to complain till tomorrow, nothing will ever happen. We have cried to UN, we have cried to EU, we have cried to United States, we have cried to UK. They will never give us freedom. We are the one that is holding ourselves. Until we understand that freedom is not given, freedom is being taken. That is why when a woman is pregnant, immediately it is 9 months, the woman will be restless, the baby will be forcing to come out. If the woman refuses to open her leg, she dangers the life of the baby and including her own life. And if she could not open her leg quickly, either the doctor cut her open and she will bear the pain of cutting open and bringing out the baby. So now what we have been pregnant, Biafra, we are like pregnant women that we are all over our body is full of pain. So we need to team up to push out the baby, which is Biafra, which is our freedom. If we keep on complaining from here to Lagos, from Sokoto to Jamaica, we are not going to do anything. Funani have already gotten the 100 billion. And what they are working is to be able to subjugate and put fear in us. And the only people, forget about all this trash, was wicked them and all the rest of them. There are many channels when we are talking about Biafra. Biafra is not only to agitate on peace. It was with different affronts. Lawyers group, gone on the team of lawyers that's supposed to call themselves together and stood for the people. Anybody even arrest that is a Biafra, even arrest concerning the agitation of Biafra, the team of lawyers will team up and begin to bombard there. It was with the people that will be fighting in times of war. It was with the freedom one, the one that are talking about peace, protesting like we IPOB have been doing for years. It was with the armed struggle areas. These are fronts that needed to be fought, but they allow everything to be on only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they are still there complaining, trying to pull him down, and the man is still doing all he could, and they pull him down. I want Wundibo, and I want the Biafra. I want Maremeta, and we give him the until we take away greedy, selfishness, and evil wickedness in us. Then we can be able to see where we are going, because the journey is far. But thank God we have already gone to the middle, you know. But we don't need to look back. We need to focus on and continue pushing forward, not accusing each other, not fighting against each other, but understanding that this is all about our life. It's our home we are talking about. Here in Europe, many of us are tired. Many of us are tired in living in Europe. Many people want to go back home. One of my brother that have lived here for over 40-something years, retired and went back home. His children are here, married white people, and the man went back home. Nobody to take care of him. The wife are in Europe, and it was in his 60-something years that he got married to a young lady to start bearing children that will take care of him. As I am here now, I am taking care of my mother. If I should get old and born my children here and raise them here, who will be able to take care of me when I retire to back home? Who will do that? Who will be able to look after me? That is that is at stake. This is what is at stake. Our lineage, our generation is what is at stake. Like Bro Uzor said, you know, there are so many jobs that people cannot do. We are the only one that is doing it. We are building the economy. So forget about all the whole political asylum we are giving to ourselves. We are using our hand, becoming a voluntary slave to them. You know, we are the one choosing. We choose now. If the Igbo people should open their embassies and say, come I tell you that 99.9% of African people will troop in. I get me? Why? Where you have the mineral resources, where you have the brain, where you have the energy to be able to transform Africa and make Africa an envious nation, an envious continent of the world. But the people that are in power are mediocres, evil, devils incarnate. People that doesn't have anything upstairs. People that always talk about money, that will only take the money that they sell from the mineral resources to come to Europe and bank it and build houses in Europe. Why their own house, their own home is being taken by foreigners. The federal government told us that the people killing us are foreigners, and yet they could not be able to fight against the foreigners that are killing us. And now we rise up to protect ourselves. They are sending the same troop that's supposed to protect you and I to come and kill the civilians. And we are here gossiping and talking trash. We need to be ashamed of ourselves. Any Biafran that know that is a Biafran, that are standing and talking trash against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that person is devil, and that man is evil, and he is devil's incarnate. In fact, devil has built a house on his brain and his household, because you cannot see a man that is fighting for you, and instead of you to support him, you are trying to pull him down. That shows you are evil. You are the highest evil on earth. So let us understand this thing. It's not about who is at fault, but let us, nobody, even if I raise my armpit now, you will discover there is order in it. No matter how many times I took my bet, there is no armpit that is without an order. But what matters is what is our goal. Are you getting me? What is our focus? Let us do not take off our eyes from the focus. Are you getting me? So we should focus, our attention should be on the goal. On the goal. The scripture says, look unto Christ, for he is the author and the finisher of our faith. So we should look unto Biafra, for it is where our faith and our deliverance lies. Nothing more, nothing less. Let us rise up and do the needful. Join hands, tell your brothers and sisters, encourage them to support and give everything they can to support the struggle of Biafra. Because if Biafra refuses to come in our time, I tell you, our generation and our born children is gone out of this planet Earth. The history will never forgive us. Our fathers tried, our forefathers, they tried and they failed. But now it is our time to do that which our father did not do, could not achieve. It left for us to achieve it. That is the why we should rise up and do the needful. For now, time there is day, for a night cometh when no man shall do the work. Thank you, and God bless you for now.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Chimeze. I'm still coming to you. One other them why marama I move maybe like in week with the point. You gotta go. I'm also coming to you, and my brother Erudite Joe, I'm also coming to you, and one other but I'm gafe basa them man. Nengwa nyai point. Oh why marama.
Ailaya, the owners of Nigeria were Fulani. Ibia na UK or na US, oga na gwa akwụkwọ. Ndị niile had to go akwụkwọ, although na we had lots of them. I mean the Fulanese. Ima had their population the very small. Ihe niile ha na-eme. Nke ọbụla gụchara akwụkwọ, they all go back to Nigeria because they control power or what I don't know. That's the main reason, because hanging with all, they get the top jobs. They don't even work for other people. But basically what I'm saying, be abroad or US or UK, is very difficult in the Fulani. Like what is now so this 100 million who like our brother who last. And you're gonna have the money already. Then, like I said, how the owners of the country, they run the country. And with a loan, I got not a loan from China or where else is another loan. And in the portion I'm not ala Fulani portion ha mate ala portion ha near the herdsmen portion but we probably don't know any of these things. And this thing that they who about the Fulani na Eastern governors in Yala, we don't even know the half of it. The number of the Fulani or one day or Jews or Kanu somewhere na Abia State. I'm talking about so many lands in I now know about it. A lot. Yeah, with facts. I'm working with evidence, empirical evidence. I'm not just saying it. But the only reason I cannot come out categorically and say exactly what I want to say is because the person is still at risk. It can be exactly what I want to say. I know a danger. Udi sobuga dakwasai monde na tuilu miliana manoma o mianezo rather ozo mina abba. I think mina abba nozo oga mama wanyi di me ma nwoku na azuma nkoku na for something like that. Sorry, my ilu is not that great. Basically, what I'm trying to say, the Fulani, they hold that country, they control that country. Now, let me come. I'm not going back to what I was talking about before. Here, our brother Kuroku last is all good. When are we actually going to do this thing to go and sort this thing out? When? We've been talking and talking and talking. Okay, where are the men? The men are the custodian. We're talking about Igbo culture now. I'm a woman. Culturally, when are the men going to go back and get us this Biafra? When are they going to take this power back? That's what we want to happen now. We've talked and we talked. And I'm not saying talk. What I'm saying, when are we actually going to do it? When? We have somebody now at the leadership position, even though I am a formed country. But I am a kind of semi-functioning Biafra because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm not asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this question. I'm asking the Biafra men, the Igbo men. When are we actually going to go and do this? It's high time this is done. Or if we don't do it, this will happen. We know all that. We've been saying this for decades. When is it actually? When are we actually going to do it?
Thank you so much. I want that already Joe, I'm going to your cheapo in before we go to Ikenga. Ikenga join us before we go to Pastor Chimeze, who is also waiting. And also yeah, go on.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Regarding this issue of 100 billion, this is also a betrayal of trust from our own, our own Saudis politicians. In fact, the entire region, and not even just the entire region, even from the southwest also, because I was expecting our politicians, our governors, our senators, House of Representatives to put these people in check. I mean, they should have asked question, why are you giving Meeti Allah 100 billion? For what purpose? For what purpose are you offering them 100 billion? Because last time I checked, Meeti Allah is the fourth deadliest terrorist group in the terrorist index, according to the United States U.S. Department. These people that you have given 100 billion, are you giving them 100 billion to do what? But according to the intel that I got, I was meant to know that they were giving the 100 billion in order to stop kidnapping, in order to to calm their people down, to stop kidnapping. But why would our elite politicians, those who call themselves elite politicians, the governors, fold their hands from the east to the west and allow this kind of thing to happen? Allow this money to be siphoned from the federal purse to the hand of the Meeti Allah, who are not even contributing a dime to the economy of the nation. This money that they have given to Meeti Allah is from the oil of the east. That is where that money came from. And when you go to the royalty that Nigeria is enjoying is from the oil that they are producing. You hear every day that we produce 1 billion barrel per day, 1 million barrel per day, 2 million barrel per day. Do you all know that Nigeria as a nation do not enjoy more than 2.5 to 3% royalty of the oil they produce? All of them go to Britain. They all go to Britain. But most people don't know. They just shout that Nigeria is oil producing state, Nigeria is oil producing nation, but we are still suffering in abject poverty because those who are the landlord of the nation, which is the Fulani, they are just mentally ill. They cannot even allow the secular nation to come together and for the economy to flow. They are the biggest problem after Britain. Do you understand? But our governors is not doing anything. Our Ohanezes are supposed to be the one to put our governors in check. Our governors and our senators are supposed to be the one to put the federal government in check. But these things are not happening because everybody is so relaxed. Everybody is so relaxed. We are okay because they are siphoning money from the state purse. When they get money from the federal, it comes to them in the state and they allocate whomever they would want to allocate, and the rest goes to their pockets. Do you understand? So we have a very big problem because that Ohaneze Ndigbo is supposed to be the ones to be putting our governors in check. But they are not doing it because they are dependent to the governors. They are dependent to the governors to sponsor them. If not, Ohaneze Ndigbo are supposed to stand tall to say, these things you are doing in this state is not going on. It's not going on well. What you are doing in this state is not going on well. This road that you have not built, why are you not building it? This very hospital that you don't have in this area, why is it not that there's no hospital there? But Ohaneze Ndigbo has failed. They have failed because they get their sponsorship from a governor. So if governor is sponsoring them, how can they put governors in check? You understand? How can they put governors in check? So we should look into these things and understand that all the task, everything is now all the tasks to emancipate ourselves now is now depending on IPOB because there's nothing these people can do for us. Not at all. I'm telling you all the truth. So it is a high time that we arise and stand on our feet to work very, very hard, sponsoring IPOB and ESN to make sure that our land could be defended, that everything that we need to emancipate ourselves, that we can be able to achieve it. Because these governors cannot be able to do anything. They don't even have the balls to ask questions. They don't have balls to ask these northern governors and all these northern politicians, why are you doing this? Eji ezigbote eji. Ihe ha ṅụrụ, the oath they took, they cannot be able to go against that oath. That is why they are behaving like people ndi si bakara. That is why they are behaving the way they are behaving. So we have to stand up and fight for our right and defend our land and defend the integrity of the East because they don't care about us. They don't really care about us. If you look at what is going on today, Britain is the engine room that is holding us down. They are the engine room. But when you contact all these governors and ask them, please, we need your help to do this, they will tell you, okay, we will think about it. When the United Nations rapporteur came to the East to ask these governors, look, this IPOB group, they have a legitimate report that they want to go. Do you support them? Do you align with them? Do you support the movement? They say yes. The thing is that it is true that we are marginalized, but it is everywhere. It is everywhere. Just leave them. They are hungry boys, but we will try to settle it. We will sort it out. You hear this kind of people. You hear the kind of talk. The kind of talk that come out from their mouth, you will understand that 100% they don't give a damn whether you die or not. They cannot hold these northern people accountable. They cannot even stand and challenge them. They only answer yes, sir. If you want to become any politician, like if you want to vie any political post in the East, if you are not loyal to the northern hegemonies, if you are not loyal to the Caliphate of Sokoto, you cannot become governor. You cannot become a senator. You cannot become a governor. Do you understand? These things are the problem that we are passing through. We don't have political godfathers in the East. If we do, maybe something could have changed a little bit, like as it is in the West. In the West, if you go to the West, you have Tinubu, who is a political godfather. He at least he fight for the share of their rights a little bit. That is why today the West can stand and say something, and they will do it, and it will happen, and nobody will do anything about it. That is why they were able to introduce Amoteko. And there were so many fireballs coming from the north, from the Fulani, trying to stop them from introducing Amoteko. But at the end of the day, they succeeded because they have what it takes to stand their ground, to defend their whatever they want to do. But in the East, who is the political godfather? Who can tell the north to go to hell? None of them can tell none of them can tell them to go to hell. That is why we are suffering all these things we are suffering. And we have to fight and break the genes. How are we going to do it? We have to put these governors in check. We have to put them in check, especially from this 14 days ultimatum that has been given to them to ban this open grazing. If they don't do it, we will start from the ground, cleansing these Fulanis. And when we are done cleansing these Fulanis, we are going to go after them one by one. One by one. When you hit 1 and 2, the rest will sit up at all costs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ikenga, are you there? Okay. We lost him. Okay. Also article na this topic before we go to the next topic, that is ESN and the action. Ikenga, we can launch you on the process. Over to you.
Biko ụmụnne ndị alụ nọ yọtago ihe mere ede ji bee nwere ndị kwuru okwu si na he who speaks the truth got no friend. Ọ nsogbu anyị na-enwe, so anyị nidirizi iteta maka otego anyị lahụba ụla. Ihe m na-ekwu bụ oke negodu mma enye example ebe mama m si n'obodo mama m ka ndị obodo wepụtara igwe traditional ruler, onye ga-achị obodo. Ịma ihe gọọmenti mee ihe na Anambra, gọọmenti Anambra ga-wepụtakwa igwe nye certificate nke ga-represent ha as a political igwe. Ihe a na-emezi n'ala Igbo bụzi ndị gọọmenti nweziri asambodo a na-enyezi ndị igwe, while na ndị igwe bụ a traditional something ndị obodo na-ewepụta. Gọọmenti bụzi ihe na-enyezi igwe na ọ ihe meziri ihe anaghị ji wee gasa nweza ihe dị n'ala anyị. So ihe nji ekwuru nke m kwuburu before eji ghọtaghe m, ihe m na-ekwu bụ na anyị ndị Igbo o nwere ebe nsi, o nwere onye ọbụla nwere ebe o si. Oge erugo mgbe onye ọbụla ga-eme gịnị, ga-eteta n'ụla, especially ndị nọ na Naijiria kịta. Ma anyị nwa na ebe a, ihe a bụ slave ka anyị nọ, modern day slavery ka anyị nọ. Ihe a ịghọtago, onweghọ ihe onye ọbụla na-achọ bụ etu a ga-esi nweta. M na-agwa na ha na meeting ebe a, onye ọbụla na ihe onye dị onye ọbụla n'isi etu esi nweta paspọtụ obodo ndị ọcha. Onweghị onye na-eche maka be ha. Ọkwa ịghọtago, otego m kwubere ihe a before IPOB apụta, otego nnụbara ọgụ a. Ịghọtago, and adị m happy na ụmụnne m na-eteta, ndị na-aghọta na-aghọta, ndị na-aghọtaghị a na-aghọtaghị, but ọ na-aka maka anyị nche niile wee nọ n'ofu peji ka anyị wee nụọ ọgụ a. Ihe ndị Fulani ji agbara anyị ihe a bụ ha na-ezuzukọ ọnụ. Onye na-emegodo mistake azụzuru na-akwado esofasị na nwanne, onweghị onye na-alụ ubi ya aka n'ọnụ. Mana ebe anụnwa sọsọ onwe anyị ka anyị na-fight. Ịghọtago, ma all those things anyị na-emecha last year, nyaso last year ga ka anyị unite ya kpụkọ okwu n'okwu anyị za. Okay, n'enu ka nye obele example with oyi nwoke bụ Uchemefo. Mgbe ihe a na-eme, ọ na-akpọ m stadium, ahịa na-akpa. Onwe bụ nsogbu abịa nwee due to my background, ha bido kọba ọnụ, o wee m iwe ngo bụ mayor ma. Uchemefo bụ ihe wee dị in. Ka ihe a mebezi mụ na Uchemefo na-agwa ya nyaka ụlọ dan na ihe a abụghị ihe a ya ebupụta n'ilu, ịbụ nọmba 2. Ngwakwe ọga na Facebook si na I will bring Uzor article down. onye ka ọ ya bụ ogụfuru na-ewute m sị ka ihe na-eme ndị Igbo ngụpụ onwe m ọ dị ka ana m akpachapụ onwe m aghọtara m ebe nwanne m nwaanyị ihe o ji wee o ji ekwuru ihe a maka ọ bụghị tata ka ọ chalenji be m ọ na-agbawa obi etu anyị si eme oge anyị ga-echenji erugo n'onid anyị bụ anyị na-apọntị ndị mmadụ ka anyị chenjigoro n'onwe anyị chenjie n'onwe anyị ihe adịla anyị mma oke unu ekwu okwu 20 bilion nke a bụkwa nke a gwara unu ama ihe na-eme n'azụ. Aliyu bụ onye Fulani mụ na ya gụkọrọ akwụkwọ na London. Ịma ndị Fulani niile a onwero ndị na-akwụ ụgwọ akwụkwọ ebe obi na 5 star gọọmenti Naijiria na-akwụrụ ha ụgwọ mana unu bụ ndị Igbo amaghị ihe na-aga akwụcha ha ụgwọ ha na ha enwego stedi ọrụ ha na-alụ ihe anyị nọ ebe a na-alụ onwe anyị aka n'ọnụ and nsogbu dịkwala anyị ma gwagwa unu bụ eziokwu nsogbu dịkwala anyị bụ ndị gọvanọs a that slot na-enyekwaghị ya ego a na-enye ndị Fulani eji agụ akwụkwọ n'obodo oyibo ndị gọvanọs ya na-afụ ndị ajọ mmụọ anụnwa na-achị anyị nweta ada slot ha etinye ya n'akpa ndị Fulani ewulu gọvanọs ha ewulu nke ha nyekwa ndị nke ha zurukwa nke ha na-ezuru anyị n'ọkwa na-akpọ onwe anyị mgba ọ ka ịghọta ihe na-eme na mma ihe dị na gọọmenti my uncle na chile nọ na gọọmenti ọ na-afụ m hia ịghọtago ha nche niile bụ ndị nsogbu anyị nwere o nwechara ego ha na-ezupụta ihe afụ mmadụ ma dis Ọnịcha Owerri road ma ha wụdịchago ego nye ndị Igbo anyị ha erie the money oge ọbụla anyị na-akpọ ndị Fulani dị stupid na-ezuzu ezuzu mana anyị na-akwanyere ha ugwu ọ bụrụ na anyị ekwenyeghị kee ka anyị ga-esi onye Fulani na mere nwa na-ebu mmiri ga-esi wee nwee ugwu ịbata kpube ndị Igbo na be anyị andị mana ndị agha abụghị ndị Naijiria amụghị nwụghị ego n'akwụkwọ na-enye anyị nsogbu etinye ihe a dị n'akwụkwọ everything maka Naijiria dị n'ime akwụkwọ because dị na anyị history anyị tinye ebe a tinye na the whole world archives type ya na world archive ihe a dị ya onwe ha akwụkwọ anyị dị na world archive ma ya ma Chinua Achebe si nso ụwa kedu ihe na-emere anyị kedu ebe anyị ebido onye ka oge ụfọdụ na-ekwu okwu na born with energy ọ dịka ana m hate ndị Igbo nwe onye na-ehate na ihe anyị na-eme na-ewuzi m iwe onye kwuo asị na maka ihe na-eme na ịmachi ihe niile gịnị pụta kwuo okwu ka ihe dịla anyị mma anyị na-anwụsịsị na-ereduce population anyị and mara anyị eluigwe anyị agbaghara anyị eluigwe n'ụwa anyị agbaghara ndị Igbo maka ndị Igbo bụ ihe a savage ndị ojii n'ụwa this Biafra is the Biafra that will set the whole African race because I don't like ikpo ya black akpọ anyị black means an absence of color etigo m ya na akwụkwọ kọwalụ ndị ụwa there's not you not doing black you are not black means evil type ya na phone gị black means absence of color etigo m ya akwụkwọ kọwalụ ya ana m ekwu na New York one guy kwuru na challenge m onye ọcha si no mentality ndị black na-eme mean anything see you devil ọbaba mbasị nke na-akpọ ya devil nsi mana isi na afa mean anything kpọọ gị devil webe iwe unu kpọrọ onwe unu white means ihe ọma kpọrọ ụmụnne m kpọọ ha ndị ojii oke na enu m anọ m na arụ ojii nwanne nwaanyị escape ya ọ dị ọcha abịa n'Afrịka kwu ndị Afrịka na-ezu ezu a na-awoshipie maka na ọ dị ọcha gịnị na-eme anyị nkụzi ya sị na nheti na na-akpachapụ onwe m no I love everybody ihe na-akụ ebe a bụ 2:45 n'ọnụ ụtụtụ nna amụ anya maka Biafra na-ede everything na-eme research onwere onye nheti ọ bụ na nheti onwe gbasara ịma ha many passport nchi it doesn't concern me na ọrụ m onwe m adị m oke o ịghọtago ọ bụghị ya onye ọbụla dịkwara oke n'ụdị nke but ihe ha na-eme amụapụta for something onwe onye nheti mụ na onwe mgbe mụ na Ikenga nwere nsogbu mụ bust out I tell you to your face emesịa ya dozie adị m ebu ihe n'obi ka anyị move forward ka ihe niile dịla anyị mma ka anyị kwụsị blame game ndị nọ na Naijiria ebido fight ba ndị politicians ya onye pụta wuru uche tụwa ya isi ha si ebe a pụọ ndị a anyị nwa bi action ka anyị need anyị ekwugo ka ọ dị na mma we know the problem but how to solve it is the case now ka anyị pụta ka anyị ghara ịhapụziri IPOB na Nnamdị ihe niile ka o mee mgbe anyị kpọtụrụ ofu onye gọvanọ ewere okwute tugbuo ndị ọzọ agbara amụrụ aka bikonu ka anyị yuzuo n'ofu obi gaa n'iru ka ihe dịla anyị mma daalụnụ.
Thank you so much, Uzor. Amaram nwa inwere ezigbo point but ọ na-awụ network na-enye gị so over to you because I know from you and I don't know why oje like ọ na-ewute m. Go on.
Changing position ama m nọ ya adịkwa ma ọ bụzị na ọ dịghọ mgbe mana m agbanye anya ka ike m ha okay so anụgo m ihu na-ekwu onye ọbụla dịcha nnọọ point nwere onye point ya na-adịghị mma onye ọ na the point kama na ihe ọgụ ihe ndị nwa kwuru okwu si kịta n'ihe dị n'ala Igbo kịta n'ogo eberego nnọọ na mgbawu kịta bụzi taịm anyị n'onwe anyị anya na kurukuru gwa onwe anyị nke bụ eziokwu nke abụọzi nke ị na-agha aghọ ịmana o nwere okwu ya bụ na-ekwu like this na-epentie like ndị politically correctness as na anyị chọrọ ịdị politically correct mee ka ọ tọọ ụtọ ka o wee suit some certain people kịta bụ time we need to be raw with the truth ịma ihe bụ nke bụ eziokwu ahụ ikwue because ịma ha na echi nọ n'isi nne ka egbe ọzọ ya abịa ya ada ịma etu ọ dị kịta stray bullet can fall on anybody's head etu ọ dị kịta n'ala Igbo etu ọ dị kịta because ndị Fulani ifuru kịta ndị amị anaghị achị ọ dogo anyị anya na ya enweghị people who are defending us I just need defend onwe anyị and ọ bụ na ịdịghọziri dị defend onwe gị kịta ịma na nke ga finish go because ndị nwe kpọpụtara na ọha bụ political elite they are there for their stomach they are there for their families ha nọrọ ebe a for you ha nọrọ ebe a for me so anyị nwa ka ọ dịrị ego nwaanyị nke bụ eziokwu whether we have to fight for today or postpone the evil day. Ọ bụrụ na anyị chọrọ ime postpone the evil day, then we might as well sell our children, sell their future, because ọ bụrụ na ya nụtaghara ọgụ a kịta ụmụ anyị, then I postpone no echizi position myself ya iri aka self better than what our children will experience. So either way, ọgụ ahụ either na ịnụrụ ya taa ọ na idebere ya ya anụ echi ịnụ ya taa ị ga anụ echi. Enwere any two ways about it because ndị gị na ha na-eme ka ihe dị blood testy and at the same time ha nwere backing. Anyị nwere backing. Ha nwere backing. Ndị nwe na-edebe ahụ let there be ka anyị nwee law because everything even na eketa na political leadership if na we can't depend on them. And like I have to na-asịzi no ka mma ka agwa governor ka mee through due process ga rule of law because all those things rule of law anyị na-ada akọbadị biko ka na-ajụ ndị Igbo or the eastern people rule of law a na-ekwu also na eastern side ka that rule of law na work because in anya with the Fulanis and what is the rule of law if they are dealing with the Fulanis in Nigeria the law of Nigeria or Nigerian constitution is thrown into the bush. They don't use it and that's why they don't get you open a we have never seen a Fulani man come out ada made her arrest self they don't take them to court, they don't jail them, they don't nothing. You have a Fulani man as far as no Fulani that name Fulani finish as one with the free. Let's go now. I have police. How I got police? Because if you had even man in Yoruba land, anywhere a Fulani man commits an atrocity, that tag or that name being a Fulani there, abugo a coverage. Even if a politician pull a Fulani, check you got how many of them that go to jail after stealing. When they steal, they don't go to jail. Then I got jail. In the Nigerian constitution for them, both for the west and the south. That is as in the whole of the south. Sorry, the west and the east. The whole of the southern side. Oh, how I can say Nigerian constitution says. Nigerian constitution says. But whenever a case has to do with the north or the Fulanis, if not a constitution, you can say Sharia law says this one. So if there were two different laws operating in a nation in a secular state, which ought not so to be. Of course, but I put like this, I pretend according to Nigerian constitution. Constitution when these people will never consider you. Now when you have issues in the north, Nigerian constitution when you have issues in the north, they will tell you about their own Sharia law, they will tell you about their own land law. Believe you know. Hishban operates there. Everything. Hatchel, they have it there. As no one other security outfit have form or the other time. All the northern governors are backing them. But in our own case, na castigating Nandekano, Mazin Nandekano. I want Bundibo. Now see Eastern security outfit was in backing. Eastern security outfit was in law. Law got back here. Ndị na form nke ndị nwere law mana anyị nwa ji aka ya egbu onwe anyị because anyị nwa na-egosi okay foolish okay white wisdom anyị enweka wisdom that we want to everything must follow due process rule of law dị na anọ ọsụsọ na ba anyị ka ọ na-work because when it comes to Fulanis if una the rules a change so why if we must fight let us fight because there's not going to be peace if we are not prepared for war. That is the point. To get this peace, be ready. until the day we decide, if I must die in this, let me die, or let me at least secure my children's future. Our parents fought. Unfortunately, they lost. But because they lost, that is why we suffer. That is why we are the way we are today. Man, I continue into the kind of position I continue this kind of country I know now. Then our children's future will be worse off. Oh God, this is so worse than what we are even experiencing. A normal Igbo person is not even a fourth class citizen in Nigeria. We have to face it. You can't compare yourself with the Hausas. You can't compare yourself with the Fulanis. You can't even compare yourself with the Yorubas. The Yorubas are third class. The Fulanis are first class. You have the Hausa in the second position. So what are we even saying? So now, if you give birth to your own children, your children becomes the what class? Fifth class, organic class, and we are so proud. When I come and see the so-called people go the intellectual one, when they come and begin to talk about the things on Facebook, I get mad, and I said to myself, if we must make any headway, then everybody must remove that. Okay, for our put trash can. First, go to one agenda. When you get this Biafra, you cannot begin to sit down at the round table and then discuss on the way forward how you are presenting. How this person is not doing it right and that person is not doing it right. If you don't no, you have to come out now. Open security network because I have to go on how, but the only genuine people fighting for the Igbos. They are the only genuine people. A governor, a sitting governor will go and invite the military. Military are there, no a township. Now, how can we begin to understand this thing? Now, say, how can we even be as uncomfortable with it? A sitting governor who is supposed to be a security as an the custodian of as an chief security officer of the whole state, taking care of the whole citizenry in the state, is now the one bringing the military to kill the same people. And it will now take the so-called person or a terrorist to come and save the people. And yet you see some people coming out to say, because the Eastern Security Network should not come out and operate because they don't have legal backing. Are we okay? Slavery and what have I don't think when I see people reason, I get crazy, I get mad. Like when will this bloodshed? When will we say that enough is enough? When will these things, this blood spilling, be enough for us? Can all go get enough? Or when we are all dead, then we'll now begin to talk. If we are not ready, then let us as well begin just leave everything and then continue being slaves. But if we are ready and we want to talk, let every single person will control your opinion shut up till let us get one thing first. Then we cannot begin to talk about other things. We can begin to talk about other things. I am not the energy. Now scatter everything. Now fight our fellow brothers everywhere. You want to put him down. It's not supposed to be like this. It must be like that. But simply because you are not the person that brought out the idea. Please, if we must live for the next 20 years, because as it is, it was now extent. If we are not even reasoning it like that, the way these people are going, we will all be killed. Our parents will be killed. There won't be any place like an Igbo land. The way the thing is going, open our trust that we are not putting our acts together. We are not coming together to even throw away some of the differences we have and work together. Work together. Then we'll now begin to talk. Okay, this is the right and the wrong. For now, this is what I think we should be doing, because the Fulanis, take it or leave it, have been shouting it since. I have brought in Nigeria. When Nigerians for Fulanis, Nigeria. Well, because what I see is that Igbos are busy. Since we have been busy forcing to belong. And the Fulanis are every single opportunity hungry. Keep telling us that we don't belong. Every single opportunity they have, they keep pushing us away. When is this thing going to be enough for us to now say that, yes, let me accept my truth? It may be hard, it may be difficult, but this is my truth. I am not wanted in this space. Let me pull out. When is this going to be enough? I am angry at every Igbo person who doesn't understand this thing. We can't keep on begging. If somebody does not like you, please love yourself. If somebody doesn't want you, want yourself. Stand on your feet. If we are not standing on our feet, we are the people that we are the only people to show these people that yes, we are capable. But if we are busy begging them for the crumbs that that will be falling from them. If you are busy, which our political elites are doing, before any political appointment, you must go and worship one person in the north. If we continue like this, then it doesn't make sense. Look at all the killings. The governors could not say anything. We shouldn't be talking about chasing Fulanis away. What we should be concerned about is 2023. As if now how no go kita. No one here you know, as in case you are now, if these people who are controlling us now, controlling the economy of the East, it's like this now. When they tell them anything, they will just do it, just to keep on pleasing these people. So we are at the mercy of the Fulanis. Any day they like, they can kill us because we don't even have anybody protecting us. The so-called governors are there serving the people who put them in power because they know we are not the main people who elected them. Yeah, and I say election. All these people talking about 2023, please, 2023, please, we should just get sense. There's nothing like 2023. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like 2023. Another person will come and tell an innocent person, you can never be president of Nigeria. See, there's no point. We are not wanted. We are not needed. And it is all the very, very plain for everybody. Even the blind can see it. In all the appointments, we are not appointed. In everything, we are all being sidelined. Why won't we accept ourselves? Why won't we say enough? Why can't we begin to love ourselves? That is my question. Until we come to that point of self-love, until we come to that point of appreciating who we are, of accepting ourselves, and accepting that, yes, defeat guy, accept your truth, because it's a truth. Trying to pretend as if everything is okay. We are still in one Nigeria, like Modo was saying. Fulani cannot chase us away from Nigeria. That we are still in. You can't be begging. You can't be begging to remain when you are not wanted. When it is clear that people are not needed here. We are always being talked down upon. An intelligent race. A race that is being so much worshipped. Look at the kind of exploits we are doing, we are making in the whole world. The kind of waves yet in a space we call our own, we are not even being regarded. Yet we cannot come together to form a common front to fight our enemies. Why? Because when we are individual, as in when we are in an individual space doing our own exploits, but coming together, I should go see whether I the wiser than the next person. Which it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. We must work, we must come together. If we must become a force, if we must fight these people, forget to go to here one negi kuru, forget to go to one nego put here, forget to go to those things. My mother is now my mother is in Nigeria. I don't know whether the next tribulate is going to fall on her head. I can't be here talking about somebody who says he doesn't like my face. That one is nonsense talk. I can't be talking about that. My mind should be on how to make sure that my mother doesn't get killed. That should be where my focus should be. I'm not on irrelevant matters and talks. And I'm on the internet. It is high time we stand up. It is high time we face we face our focus. We focus to get on our target. Hit to go to target first. Forgetting all these people. I'm going to stop here. I've talked a lot. I've just talked a lot. I'm going to stop now. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. And network, okay? Maka network again, play because I'm here now. So you have a point, but network again. We are moving straight to this third point. Because if you are joining me, my name is Mayor Chris, and we are here on Roundtable discussing issue affecting us. And many people are on my line to contribute, but we have a chance for that. Let's focus on the studio, so to allow other people to. So, Uzor, I'm going to start from you. Uzor, something is happening in the north. A very, very, very big problem in the north currently now. And I am in Nigeria, a country of Christian and the Muslim. Uzor. Enwere Hisba ọkwa Hisba cannot know. And currently now, ebe niile ndị Igbo na-ere alcohol now. Ha na-aga shop by shop. Na-emebi isi ihe, even ahịa worth millions of naira. And ihe away country Christian and Muslim. Enwero ihe dịka Sharia law. Gatago. Enwero ihe dịka Sharia law, enwero anything. Also, what is happening and why the silence of the leaders in the, why and those people are crying there. Some of a country now rather than help to their citizens. A country and people are still struggling. Now, a hope the security, the security now we may be alcohol in a just particular area in a country I can equal one Nigeria. So what is happening also?
Okay, my actual no only one is depend there because people don't people na from a normal person. Yes, I might be I'm just Elohim is just using this flesh to operate through me. Chonu pen kita kunu day ha because ekubu me last year or na offend them defendant. Imagine na gun the Muslim shall ka deep Quran na Atlantic Ocean. Okay, follow this a few nu na Nigeria. Okay, Fulani efi unu eri na Nigeria. Ọ na iwọchi ifu na ndị Fulani anaghị eri. Ịmanye ndị Fulani na-eme ha na-ala efi a ha gbanye spam na-arụ efi a ihe a bụ sacrifice ka a na-eme ka ebuda ya n'ala Igbo. Iwọchi ifu na ndị Igbo amachaghị ihe. Na-ekwu kwa asa na-ewebe iwe onwego program attack ba m. Adịma onweghị hate om ndị Igbo isiokwu ka na-ekwu onweghị na-ezo ezo. Ịghọtago problem anyị nwere bụ mentality okay na ka nyegoro obere example na-efe a kịta ifere efe a ese m na-efe a ihe a bụ onye Igbo na-alụ ya na Port Harcourt one guy nọ here onye uru ala Kevin onye uru ala ịma baba mba kedu nke nwesị na nchọrọ ịtụnyere onye a na afụrụ m advert na nchọ ka ntụnyere ya ka nse ndị ego si na ego erika m ihe mma je lụta ebe a nsị a m eburu ego abụnye ndị ọcha na nchọrọ ịrụnye ụmụnne m ndọbụlụ ego a times 2 send elu onye ihe a na-agbakasị ya arụ okwu onye Igbo nwepụ ịgbasara ọ nọkwa na-atụ kedu ihe mmeji nyebe ya atụ onye anọ Naijiria onye Igbo ibie mbezi akwuo ya asị na ihe etiri ndị Igbo ịfụ ha ọnụ my dear onye ka m na-ekwu eziokwu sọsọ enemy ka ọ ya na-ebute but achọghị m ịma because ama one day nwụọ ka a ga-erute ihe akwa ife unu na-eme Nnamdị bọsị unu chọọ Nnamdị afọ ọkụ ga-afụ mkpa ọ dị anyị ga-ebidogodu n'onwe anyị ndị Muslim ndị Fulani efu n'ala efi ya onyenwa na-eme unu n'isi ụmụnne m nkwu unu asị na nna agụpụ onwe m adị m agụpụ onwe m nna agụpụ onwe m oge ụfọdụ ma na-ekwu ebe kasị ihe ma eme ka unu si eme efi unu na-eri na-eme unu iwọchi enwezi onye ma ihe n'Igbo ifu ndị Igbo a na-ezuzugharị ha takataga efi tara ụbụrụ ha ịghọtago ka anyị iwọchi ihe na-ekwu kwụsị na ịta efi igolu ha efi a bụ ọbụbụ ọnụ na-ekwu onye ọbụla na-amụ amakwu m ya na IPOB ha na-ene m anya they don't understand kwụsị na iri efi ndị Fulani gobe na efi Igbo tonyebelu n'onwe unu nyebelu n'onwe unu aka n'onwe unu ama na ndị Igbo na-enyere onwe ha aka bụtụ increase ya unu atụnyezi n'ala ha onwe onye Fulani unu fụ buru ihe na yo ya elebịa na saịdị Igbo unu agba ya nkịta aga ogugbo ya na obodo ya unu enyezina ha ego unu na-enye onwe ha ji eme unu nwee ike unu anya dey believe kwa na ọ dosi ihe ọgwụ but ọ dị enwegasị negative powers ma ọ bụ unu amarụ ịghọtago ka anyị kwadobe onwe anyị kwụsị na ịkwanyere ndị Fulani ugwu nweghị ịdị ha n'isi nọ maka na ha jikọ ugwu ofu ọnụ wee na dala anyị na-emeyeye ọ nakata ebupụta ofu lọ you can imagine mmadụ kọkọta ọkwụrụ ọtọ sị na ọ ga-achụ unu na north unu amaba jijiji okay na valid point kịta ife nwa meki here kịta onye ọbụla amụọ ya na-amụ mana o ji solid point ka o meki ya na the other pastor now pastor onye ọbụla n'ebe a mekicha point iwọchi ifu na ndị Igbo na-edrive joy fight onwe ha ifu how strong nwada nke a kịta dị kịta ka ọ fight ya mana ụma ndị da fight ndị rie I need change biko nu onwere onye ihe eti ọkwa onwere mbọsị pastor prophet me invite nkwu ihe ndị Igbo na-eme onye ọbụla webere m iwe ịpụta ebe ya enuru onye ọcha maka akwụkwọ inweta akwụkwọ ịchụọ ya iche na afọ ya adịrị gị nna ọkwa afọ ka afọ ndị Yoruba na-ata mgbe a na-egbu anyị ha na-amụ amụ na a na-egbu ndị IPOB bịa fraud ọkwa ndị Hausa abịago ndị Fulani abịago ịnalụ ha obe ha aghọrị unu si unu Hausa Fulani I was saying it since ụwa a na-asị nke nna akọ eri nsị na onwe ihe dịka Hausa Fulani na ndị abụ ndị Fulani na ndị Hausa agwụgo ntinyekwu ya n'akwụkwọ a
Gona akwụkwọ cha nwunye dị ndị be anyị n'isi. Mmekwuo research gbagara the whole world. I denye akwụkwọ ma kpọkwuo ma nwada Ukraine. Obutekwuo nke ya abanye na akwụkwọ unu gụkwuo unu ekwere agụ. Kedu ihe anyị emedi unu? Nkwuo okwu asị na ihe etiri unu. What will I do? I don't sleep. If anyone knows me here, I don't sleep every time what I think because I'm limited time in this world. I'm here for this. I spend millions helping people and think people. Much. Yeah, but stress now. I'm a lecturer. Health sector. To help people. Let us change the why I want a boot wine or the Korean down sab. Ne use see I why. Okay, governor Sanachi on the house on the Fulani on the buy. Yeah, name it. Ndị youth nọ ebe anyị nwere ike ịgbakọ ọrụ jee na be ha mụọ be ndị ahụ ọkụ mgbe i gburu ofu onye ma ọ gbuo mmadụ na-abụ ndị ọzọ ama n'ihe a na-akọ ma ndị sabotu a na-ene ijele unu hapụ ijele ọka na-akpagharị na Naịjirịa bepụ isi dị a ofu onye am n'ihe obi kama ya nwụọ gbuo ya dị atụrụ ndụ unu dị enwere isi ndụ anyị nwa dị enwe ozi isi maka oge ọbụla ha gụrụ ya anyị bụsụsọrọ ha pụta gbugbuo ofu onye anyị mee ohoho akwụla sie ka m nọ baa mba ha babalụ m mba na mmadụ efuru authority si ahụ go to here with authority. Unu akpọpụtasị na ndị nke m ka blue flag Biafra gbagharị ma ọ bụ na emeghe equipped. I blue flag pụta flag na-eme Biafra agbagbusi unu after killing us. Have written in United Nations. They don't care. They want you all to die. Let nobody come out with the flag ma ọ bụ na na-eji egbe. Agba unu na agbagwara ha. This is us. We the Jewish people. We use our sense. Unu na-ekpegbu unu na-ekpere. Ekpere unu mụta abaghị unu mụta ihe niile na-agbakarị ya. You na see Jesus. What is Jesus? Fake. Yeshua, I change Jerunia. Una na Uzuri, no na church after Busun. They know no way you do nisi. But I want name Opo Jesus one na claim video by. Man, I know about a Jew. Only about an age cadet. 18 years, even small boy stand safe if I go to military. In my 80s, I will because I won't deal while I will. We don't joke. I move fire cut here fire no building word name here. Here watch it below boy I not define. I not on the only Fuji with fire me but this. Na when you snake and as own will use own or balloon. Unabu Dalon.
Also, thank you so much, Ikenga. Aga m enye gị chance ikwu okwu before atọ bụ m ịgafe ebe Pastor Chimezie nọ na this topic. But Ikenga ebe ị batara tiri anyị ọnụ n'okwu from what you have heard from all because I discuss a lot before gị join us. So tiri anyị ihe ọbụla ị nwere for nwanne m. Go on.
Chris Mayor, ife mere bụ na ndị be anyị ekenekwa m ụnụ ncha niile from A to Z of you guys. I'm ege ife niile a na-ekwu today and everyone nọkwa on point. Ife niile a kwuru ebe anụwa matters maka na ịma na ekwu mele ọnụ ekwuo na anụ ha emekwa anụ ntị. So ọnụ ka ụmụnne m niile ndị kwuru okwu ekwukọta n'ife niile m kwesịrị ikwu. So onwere much nwere ikwuzi again ife m etinye debe bụ onye agwa amargo na ọ bụrụ skibo and ọbara uru na anyị mụma na aghọ onwe anyị aghụghọ because na aghụghọ ka ọ bụ ịpụta isi na Chukwu ya azọ gị na nke nwa ya eme mana ha sị na onye Chukwu na-azọ ya azọ onwe ya. I'm proud of our God and I'm that God liveth. And maximum respect for God Almighty. Mana the thing bụ na nwanne m you will force mapụta n'ihu ọgụ etitu oge now. So it means that you have to prepare. You have to fortify yourself in any which way you can. Because even anytime put a about fortification, some people now they find it very difficult to understand me. Some people say no, makana ikenga na-eme ife ọgwụ. Ụfọdụ say no, makana ikenga na-eme ife omenala. N'ọnya ka o ji agba osu ha nọ na-asị nwanne m to fortify yourself abụrụ ọsọsọ mgbe ije ebe nwa dibịa mgbọrọgwụ na mkpa akwụkwọ. A pastor can fortify himself. Pastor ntụkwasị gwa m ịma na ọ na-awogo fọdụ anyị preach kata anyị preach out of point. Pastor can fortify himself with prayers and nwa dibịa mgbọrọgwụ na mkpa akwụkwọ ndị ezigbo ọ bụrụ ndị anụnwa na-akụ people enye ule because there can be nwa dibịa mgbọrọgwụ na mkpa akwụkwọ and ọ bụrụ sọsọ ọlụ ga-abụrụ ide enye people poison no hodere nwa dibịa nka na-ekwu nwa dibịa na-ekwu bụ nwa dibịa
nwa dibịa onye eze Jizọs
nwa dibịa ọdịnala ka m na-ekwu ọhọgodere ndị a na-alụ na DSL
ahụ nwa dibịa onye na-ebe ebe
agwa ndị na-asa chọọchị anaghị ekwu maka ndị na-asa ochu ọgbagbu ofe na a na-ekwu nwa dibịa na-alụ ezigbo ọlụ Chineke nwa dibịa nwa Chineke let me put it that way nwa dibịa nwa Chineke because nwa dibịa a na-ekwu bụ ndị mma mgbọrọgwụ na mkpa akwụkwọ nke onye nwe anyị dị n'eluigwe nyere ndị ya sị ka a were chele onwe anyị maka ụbọchị dị etu
okay Ikenga thank you so much because many people na-eche anyị thank you so much anyị ma bịa chepi nọ Pastor Chimezie over to you ka ịhụ gị ebe anyị nọ ka anyị hapụ ibupụ gị spirit anyị ma na ị chọrọ ikwu over to you ka bifọ m na-abịa Paul Achebe Pastor Chimezie over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much once again and Uzor article I really appreciate you. Na mbụ ihe m chọrọ ikwu ka ndị be anyị mara na we are not one. Nigeria is not one. Let us stand and tell ourselves the truth. As in onye ajụrụ ajụ agaghị ajụ onwe ya. You know, one of our music icon, you know, said ndị Igbo na oge ruo ọnụ nwee lata, you know, bịa na Nigeria ajụgo ọnụ lata bịa bido onwe ọnụ. You know, a na-ekwu ndị Igbo, some of our brothers, riverine areas might be thinking that we are talking Igbo speaking Biafra. No, whether you are a Jaw, a Fik, all of us, we are all one people. Yes. We are all Igbos. Yes. You know, Igbo is a language. So that is it. Now, our brothers in the north and north should understand that Nigeria is not one. And there are two kinds of constitution working in Nigeria. One is working against the South, and the other one is meant for the North. We are a graduate. For your child to get to university level, the child will have to score 300. And the other northern people, their child will score 2, score 6, 8, 40, 45, and they will get medical, they will be given admission. And you that your child is scored 300 and 200 and, you know, check all the WAEC now number 1 in terms of WAEC and JAM, all Igbo area, Anambra, Imo, Abia. Now carry number 1. But also in terms of employment, the North are the number 1. Come again with a go qualified and put in the office. a northerner that doesn't know anything in the office, then Mezie go employ, they go and ask under one. So these are the things that is happening in that contraption. And it's not, this thing did not start today. It did not start today. This thing has been happening even right from the days of our fathers. But our fathers, because of that, the war, they are scared. Because of the war, they are scared of death. Because of the loss and the brunt, what they went through, 1967 to 70. So they are scared to rise up, to fight back or to work against it. And that is why it has fallen on our doorstep. If we should be coward in this present time and then allow this thing to continue, and if you refuse to fight to take back our place, a time will come, nobody will be proud to call himself an Igbo man or even a Biafran. A time will come, everybody will, in fact, for you to be able to get admission or get anything, either you answer Musa or Adamu or Muhammad. Are you getting me? So if we do not want our name to lose, our ancestral name, just like a lot of us, I'm a pastor, but there are a lot of problems that are facing us today. I get in Africa. Our let's say that 55% of our problems are religious problems, which pastors, reverend fathers, bishops are contributors to it. Because all these whole people that are governors, and so on and so forth, they came from one denomination to the other. So they come from one religion to the other, either Muslim, Christian, or what have you. I get it. Now, if I am a pastor, and then a member of my congregation is a senator, and then he will take the money that is meant for the road to build a good road and bring it and come and pay tithes on my auditorium, and then I will use it to build a good cathedral. And I will begin to, people will graduate and then bring in their certificate to church for me to pray. Where in Europe, where in the Western world can you take your certificate for you to go to church or go to imam or go to Ndi Ordinary for them to be able to pray for you to get a job? But that is what we do. We are a pastor. I did it when I was down there. Somebody will buy a car, Tokumbo car that a child of 18 years drove. And after driving the new one, brand new, they drove it for 10 years, 8 years. And then they will discard it, and then we will buy it. And a pastor will take only 4 years and begin to pray. Pray, you will not have accident. The engine cover with the blood. You they cover with the blood. You not cover with the blood. The road and with the potholes. Tell me what will happen if your brake is not working. If the tire is not working, you will die in that car. No matter the anointing prayers. Huh? And we are praying, blessing a car that a child of 18 years drove. You bought Tokumbo car. If you drive brand new car, would your name change will my name change from Chimezie to Kaf? The people that drove that brand new, did they have two heads and we have one? We black, we Africans, sorry to use that word black. Huh? And we, what type of God? Ancestral cause. Does it mean that the king of Belgium, King Leopold, that killed no less than 15 million black people? 15 million in Congo. Their grandchildren and their children are enjoying good life. They are living a better life. But me, that in Africa, that didn't know, my father, the missionaries, they came. Our father gave them land, the best land, where the Catholic churches and all these Orthodox churches were built. We are on the strategic points. We are giving to them free of charge. They never paid a dime. And then you come and tell me that my father ị na-asụ ụchụ ụchụ nwa bụkwa onye na-asụ ụchụ ahụ. You come and tell me that my grandfather, ancestral cause, ancestral, does it mean that all our forefathers did, all our forefathers did was evil? Our forefathers never did anything good. Huh? So let us rise up and preach the truth. Tell the people the truth. The problem of our the highest problem we are facing is not, it is government. The God we see is the government. If the government build good road, build good hospital, provide electricity, and provide jobs, you will discover that you will pray less and miracle will still happen. You will pray less and miracle will still happen. Not giving you
Pastor Chimeze, I'm bag a break. Side there, I gonna. I don't like him cheating, Okay.
Because Mayor, nyem time can go before, okay? Okay. So wait. Okay, continue. I'm coming.
So we can next program. I want to go for Archdeacon in London. Then when one of our I like him, I'm not like him, but I'm just an alcohol. The only way can I work on I got to do it. And I like in that. So Achebe, my brother, over to you. Because thank you so much. Before I'm not gonna pay to my brother. No, thank you so much. Achebe, over to you.
Because anyway, camera door open.
Okay. Go on.
Last year ago. So whenever I'm midnight actually with my friend. So another thing you to like kita, although no all the can native but on your in natural maybe solution kind of check it out.
Thank you, my brother Melio. Thank you.
Who is saying something? So,
Achebe, just 1 second. Just 1 second. 1 second. Here I get the too late. All the Kuba again and here all the too very, very late.
Okay. So, mother cholesterol iya hanata ina angu deku ina angu ingunicha afọ ha rotu a onwu iyotago cholesterol high at the level so high ha dey ju na ogwu maka health ha dey nothing onwe ihe mere onye ofu pastor si no cousin ya na egbu enwe kasị nsogbu akwụgo m religion bụ problem Christianity na Africa bụ fraud asịghị na onye a na-egbu gị akpọ odumeje wuru bo ihe na amawasị na ana asị na ọkụ na-enwe ihe niile ebe abụbọ ọgwụ nsogbu ebe niile onweghị onye udo adịrọ ịghọtago alaki ime ihe a kịta nwa ekwugo m ya kpọba m antichrist na m ekwọta ọ na Jizọs si ihe unu na-eme bụ fake onweghị ịkwụba aka gị ọtọ Chineke agọzie gị ma ikpere oke wọtọfọ amụọ na amụ gị ebụrụ onye Muslim wọtọfọ ọ bụrụ na amụ gị enweghị ihe ibelivu na elu ndị ọcha onweghị ihe akwe ndị butere unu ndị Europe butere unu ihe na Portuguese butere unu Christianity onwekwu ihe ha believe mana ihe na-agara ha nke ọma ngụwa na-ekpọ Chineke from ụtụtụ n'abalị ị na-eme fasting ka ịgbata obodo ha ndị a na-ekpe ekpere ibukwa Jizọs n'isi o gosi unu na unu nwere problem kedu n'ime mmiri jiri asọ mmiri na-akwa aka ka anyị mepee anya anyị oke asị unu no generational curse Adolf Hitler ka mmadụ ono anyị ogbu n'elu ndị England kpụsisi ndị mmadụ n'Africa colonize n'Australia anọ here ha bepụsị isi ndị aboriginal nọrọ ana were eme stool mana ha na-aga n'iru ohe nwe ha ancestral cause papa unu enweghị ihe ame ya amejichi unu gbusisie ha lee ha na slavery asị gị na ihe papa unu mere na-emeta gị unu asọpụrụ na-enye ha ego nsị na unu amaghị ihe asị na m na-ehe eti ndị Igbo onwe ihe dị ụbụrụ anyị ụbụrụ ndị Igbo ọ na-asị nnọkọta nkwu anyị ọ na-agụpụ onwe m bikos adị m eche ka ya unu ụbụrụ ha nwere ihe dị ha ịkọ ha arụghị ofu ihe ịghọrịgo ha atụba ego ịchọ ha oke look at me now enwere m the gift
the Asha tribe anyị na-enwe the gift nkwu ihe ọ na-eme ihe niile na gwa IPOB o mezigo mgbe m gwa ha generally for Trump na Trump ga-achịkwa oyi esilituo na ọ ga-adị busy fight ihe na a ga-ebusi ndị mmadụ asị na nna challenge authority enye m sanction ha pụta agbụsi ha gwa m ha agbụsi esi na Trump anyị kwukwu lituo 4 years Trump lituo etu aka ọ dị ihe niile ngwa go and ask IPOB authority ihe ngwakwa uche mefọ you will be disgraced na ya ọpụta ọ sị na ya bring us article that see you're fighting divinity nke ga-agwụgo nekere ebe ọ nọ kịta nothing I need to itetazi n'ụra ka anyị correct a mistake anyị gbuo nwaanyị eziokwu kwụsị ihe na-eme na across the globe onye nụọ nwaanyị ọghọrọ ya nweta akwụkwọ ọgbapụ je nụzi ya onye be ha na Nigeria. Thank God na ndị Igbo ndị unu na-ntazi na especially na US nke inweta akwụkwọ ute onye ọcha ikpogote na Nigeria na from Nigeria omenyu ga-egwu unu agbagbu onwe ogbunye ọ ga-anya whatever you sow you reap. Onweghị onye ọjọọ ihe na-agalụ ihe ọbụla ihe ọjọọ ime imeta n'ụwa ọ dịghị n'isi nke na-emeta ọ dịle m onye bụ mmecha ihe ụmụ unu pụta ha na-ata afụ maka ndụ ị na-ebi abụghọ gị ka ị na-ebiri ụmụ gị ịkwụba aka gọtụ ihe na-agarụ generation gị ọfụma iwe ọchị ya kịta etu anyị ọnụ n'isi mmadụ na ndị mmadụ na-ajụ m ibi na ndị ọcha na-adị surprise ụmụ ụfọdụ ike ya abụ itinye tụ ya ekpote mmepe ya ntinye ka okpope asị na maka na mba onye Israel no papa m kwụba aka ya ọtọ onye so m na-agụza na-emepe why and eti claim kwa ntụra lineage ohi aka nchọkụ unu mee kwụba aka unu ọtọ ka ihe igwe na-azụrụ unu oku unu emezina ihe ọjọọ ụjọ onye ọjọọ ada akwụ ụgwọ onye chọọ igbu gị n'igwe oke na mgbe ndị Israel adịghị prepared ọkwa ya mee 2 years ago ndị Palestine ha na-akwado ọgụ from heaven ikuku fichicha ha anya unu nwee ihe ngafe ya na Facebook busasị everything anyị adịọkwa redio ịkwụba aka gị ụtụ Chineke a na-afaitiri gị mana ka ihe emelu ndị Fulani ji enwe edge biko ihe oju na-eme dị too much ifu mmadụ ọ na-ala nwa ya ifu mmadụ ọ na-edina nwa ya ifu mmadụ papa mmadụ a na-asị onye anya zuo ohi na Amerịka na obodo oyibo ka o butere ya ego ọ chọghị ịma ebe a na-abụ ego ekwugo m sị kwụsị ịbụ ego a na ebu ego a na-akọrọpt mind unu asị na nneke na mee na-ekwuka onye ọbụla na-achụ ka ọ dị ka ibie onye ọbụla na-ezu ohi ka o jide mee onwe onye na-ajụ ihe ọ na-eme ọgụ ha akwụkwọ ọ pụọ na obodo oyibo 2 years ogbuo n'ozu echi ya echi igwe ndị arụ anyị. My brothers, my sisters, ọ bụ unu etetara akwụgo m ya ọzọ ka m repeat kwa before m pụọ na m enigwe ga-ajụ unu esi because unu nwaji Africa ewepụ unu nwekwa ebe Africa na-eje adịligo m atravelgo m the whole world onweghị ebe a na-eje ejebe mana onweghị ndị dịka ndị Igbo the Biafrans. You guys have the most intelligent people on planet Earth. Ịbịakwu n'Israel they will tell you you are the real Jewish. They know no. Dalun.
Thank you so much, Uzor. My brother Mazi Achebe, m nyecha gị chance na nyecha gị chance ama gafete ebe Rodite John before gafe ebe nwada nọ. Aga m agazi another question ka anyị nwee ike chịkọta onye ọ na-agazuru ike anyị agbalị ya na 2 hours 30 minutes so anyị agbaligo. So over to you Achebe. Over to you. Nyecha gị chance ama gafete ebe Rodite John before gafe ebe nwada nọ. Aga m agazi another question ka anyị nwee ike chịkọta onye ọ na-agazuru ike anyị agbalị ya na 2 hours 30 minutes so
Thank
you. So over to you, Achebe. Over to you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Apambo Achebe. Thank you, over to you, Achebe.
System gị, gbanyụọ system gị. Focus on at this live, gbanyụọ system gị. Go on. Aya na n'ihi na-ekwu, enwe na n'ihe ọ na-ekwu, am na ma n'ihe ọ na-ekwu.
Ọ dị m ka ọ gbanyụgo na.
Oya, go on.
Ya Apambo Achebe Paul, onye ọmụ ka m bụ, na ya melụ m ka ọmụ dị Anambra, Biafra land. Well, onye ọbụla kwuru okwu ebe a tata ekwugo afọ m ihe niile onye ọbụla kwụ, onye ọbụla hit point. Especially my brother Uzor articles and my sister. I need a point, but there is one thing we are still lacking. That thing I lack is action. Ndo Iboshik, that action speak louder than voice. In this restoration of Biafra, here can hinder the thing, but action. Although ama hapụlụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu everything ka ọ na-eme. Enwere ya na-akpọ division of labor, ekele ọlụ eke. Ọ bụrụ na anyị nwa bụ the Biafrans nwee ike divide the movement, every movement a na-enwe peace organization nwee the arrogant one, the rugged ones. So ekwesịrị inwe the rugged ones nkwesịrị dị na-alụkọ with ndị governors na ọhaneze ma ọ bụrụ dịka na ndị nke ahụ ma onwe ha. This arrogant one ha mụa ya enwe secret agreement with IPOB ma ọ bụrụ dịka na ndị Igbo chọọ ka everything wete, because the issue of this marginalization obido before the civil war, and after the civil war enwelo ndị bịa na round table to solve it or to resolve that in cause of the problem. That is why you see this rising of agitation again, because at the end of the civil war na had their round table solve that problem mbute that war okale hepụta. Mana now ọpụtago ekwesịrị inwe some group which Maazị Nnamdi Kanu try ka enwe through the Avengers. Ọ bụ na ichete mgbe o make a comment na ya nye somebody Asari 20 million. That is underground work. Sorry to say it on air, but all the go on air already. So ọ bụrụ na Asari nwere that moral na ọfụ ndị Biafrans n'anya, o kwesịrị carry out that very secret mission. A Uzor Avengers as a Onandi Fulani use Miati Allah na ego from the government, then actually pass any demand. She through those people, because how those people make a demand, higher mother that no that demand the name it up, there will be action following it. Now, Adana Biafra, and well only group Mwelikin order now government against it, because all the whole group on about individual war, on about individual things, and when you organize people, yeah, but when they speak, the government will be afraid of those people, because the government yama that if we don't meet these people's demand, we will lose more than what they are demanding. Nigerian government are good of settling every arrogant or rugged group. That is why Ebatano Duduana, Ndi Yoruba were many groups. Afenifere once ha make order, how I back here up. And in Bobna Habak up. That is why you Ndi Yoruba do mouth na federal level. Ebiana not, how were different groups, how were Arewa groups. Maybe Hapo something has stand there on it. And when Yeti Allah, Hapo something has stand there on it. But all these groups, they are working for one mission. Abiazena East, and well any group, Ihaimwebu, one person, one after one, a tree, but those trees can never come together, which means form forest. But on a Hajikonu, person like Asari, Mwebulonu na Niger Delta before, because for now, because once you collect bribe, you say your integrity. Once you lay your integrity out, you will see anything take a dignity again. You become useless before your enemy, because how a go that's your power. The same thing to the east. And when this man, most of us are here, Barrister Onwuka, or spend many years in prison before he find a job for Barrister find a job for a bail last till today. But that group is a violent group. So and you had that weapon. How could she do a ganiru? How walk with Avengers? Avengers are no represent us that Nahana drag the oil, the resources through Avengers and as a militant. How I am not dragging in charge of the oil in Biafra land. Then dragging this in the MSC government and Nebeziana way forward. Actually present any issue, Ama that he present here through IPOB. Now how we keep each one way or the other. We wave one out. He presented such issue through those violent group. Then there was some issue of peacemaking, non-violent. He presented through like referendum, peaceful referendum. IPOB and Neposhunka. Then Ohaneze Ndi Igbo with the Eastern governors, you are now back all this group on no circumstance or no condition can have we keep that. We condemn all the whole group the same way the northern people now are back their people. Keka ige do ejide nwa Ohaneze with governors. Those violent group, you are not threatening those governors and they will carry it with action. I've heard that any of you make any wrong statement, you will go down. In how many Emians, how many people are not, not. Once you stand against Mieti Allah in the north, they will use either Boko Haram or bandits to kill you. And they will tell you, say, it's a bandit. So, Nyanwodo, George Obiozo, or Okezi Bazu, these are single individuals. Those violent groups, here got their unknown gunmen, shot them down. Meanwhile, the Eastern people, my hello there, any other person was Sabo or Potadia stop or name. At this point, if that na igej konwa konu, kewa those groups enough. This Igbo presidents and you need hear any person for Igbo presidency. He need order. On ndị ugwu njuenye order 2015 that na ndị ye produce president bụ not order ka ha nye ha yoho biko ke ye ha me after ka ha nyeche order through their threatening the government man ha carry their order out. I said not 2015 2019 I mean he produce APC produce one president from candidate from north. PDP produce from north. Automatically, Imalugo na Atiku win, power naga north. Oluzo, Buhari win, power naga north. Obu na ndi go mecha that in Pacha the Katastan there. The APC have right. If will put any other person as a candidate, you only have a put as candidate bu Onyibo. Onyibo na na APC and PDP. Ebe ha like ha choose the vice president. Obastalozigi. But that presidency, you conquer it through your power. In my only person, and any person am control. But because now like action in everything I went, again na social media today, everybody need to open a social media may hit point. On source of few of them na tool. But the question is, after hitting the point, how can you carry out all those ideology out? These are the problems. And these are what we must rise up to speak and back because madinine nwelobi onwe ndi nwelobi ikwu okwu mana olu na action e mafu ha enwe ndi nwe that action but he nwelo time ikwu okwu na ihe a need bụ gwa m ihe ngeme nye ngwa gị ihe need ka nji menya I provide olum those things mmewezi ya need so nda ka ikwesi achọ enya ha ya ha need then action ebido. Without they use one governor and of one issue Haneze set an example, either na munyeri public or not just going overnight, then drop one letter there. And when men ye men obugo na mu me here na men weli here men no ye me ngi wan no wegi ma then when men nge near times 10. So you need you get those men, then fortify them, give them what they want, send them for the mission. Give as assassin. On each the highest dangerous assassin in Nigeria today, Bonyibo. And most of us, those people, contact them, pay them. Then they carry it out, drop a letter, then call the other people for that letter. If Ujabonyo Bunanya. Ijele Nekwoku Abuja is not a problem. Ijele is a cam case. He hand low for governor, hand low for Haneze. Ijele Yejaki change the topic. So action is louder than voice. Kaicho means tinye action no kwa. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother Jebe. And Ujungwe Fedi. This is sister, is it you? I'm happy. Sister, is it
yes.
you?
Yes, I'm one.
You are a reverend sister, right?
Yes.
Ele being a assistant, come to question.
I am a sister. Can't be a assistant. I want my sister at a Catholic church.
Na ele country we ya?
Neighbor. No, okay, I'm na Caribbean.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, sister.
Yes.
Sister, I am and I won't do religion. I just me get be right Joe, but let's go straight to you because him and all can go this on a kita and then we go me.
Nwanne m onye ọbụla dị nsọ n'iru Chukwu. Na ihe na-eme ka anyị ghara ịdị nsọ bụ mgbe anyị jiri aka anyị merụọ onwe anyị. Hello? Onye anụ ihe m na-ekwu?
Yeah, go on. The stage is for you. We leave it for you. Go on.
Okay. Mgbe anyị jiri aka anyị wee mee ihe asị anyị eme na oge a ka a ga-achọwazi na anyị dị nsọ anyị ọlụgo ma ọ bụ na ọlụghọ. So ana m ege ntị sinsi mana netwọk na-enye m nsogbu ịbata kamgbe. So mbatakwa bifo pụkwa mana ọ dịka ọ batagokwa ọzọ kịta. So m na-ekene unu niile n'ebe a na-asị na ihe niile unu niile kwucha nnụcha dị mma. Na ihe bụ nsogbu anyị na anyị bụ ndị gọvanọ anyị ekwuchago ekwute otu ọ ga-adị mma na ọkedizi ihe a ga-eme ha na onye a bụ ebe nsogbu dị. And na ọbụkwa nke ka a na-asị thou shall not kill. Mkpu kịta asị na mbụ sista nwaanyị jisi ka egbuo mmadụ mana ọ bụrụkwa na egbughị mmadụ nwekwa ihe ga-aga kedịkwana ihe anyị na-eme onweghịkwa. And the opportunity anyị nwere kịta bụ na anyị misie ya n'aka from Nnamdi Kanu na anyị tọkwara atọ maka na ụjọ agha na-atụ ụmụ ndị nna anyị kamgbe ụwa ekwe ha ka ha kwuru nnukwu ha na-awa wee kwete onye ikwugharịa kịta asị gị never again ha na-aga bụ agaghị anụ ọgụ mana ọgụ da-ada oredi anụ oredi na-egbu unu steady kedịkwana ihe ịnọ ebe a na-asị never again na-achọ mgbe idu kedụ mgbe a ga-adịkwana redi ịma ọ na-amụkwo ya ndị mmadụ aghọtafe mana ha aghọta ebe nsi apụta maka na ịgba nkịtị ha ga-egbugide gị ma gbugichachacha unu niile otu a ka echiche ndị Fulani dị. Nnamdi Kanu na-agwa anyị na ihe the only thing language ndị a na-anụ bụ igbu ha ofu enwekata gbuo ofu gbuo 10 nọọsụ bụ ihe ha na-anụ. That's the only thing they hear. So na ndị gọvanọ anyị na ndị elder na ndị niile na-eme na ụjọ na-atụ ha or whatever na ha ga-amatakwa na ha adọkwa free na ha adọkwa safe even na ndị Fulani atros for their safe they don't trust them as long as you are an Igbo man. Fulani don't trust you. Hausa don't trust you. Mekwe enu mana ha achọghọ gị ha like gị. So ị na-eme na-agba kpụrụkpụrụ ka ime ka ha fụ gị n'anya wee bụ gọvanọ Enuo Dave Mahio ha ncha ka ha na-agba mbọ ka ha jee na 2023 ka ala ọvụọ ha we never love them. So ọ bụrụ na o nwere otu ha ga-esi meta ka ihe abanye ha n'isi na ihe ha na-eme egbu ụmụnne ha maka ndị Fulani bụ a waste of time. Maka time shall come when they will come for them whether they like it or not. Mana ihe dịkwa ọzọ na ya bụ na right now na gọvanọ anyị bụ gọvanọ Anambra steeti anọghọdịrị na Nigeria ọ nọkwa ebe a nọrọ ebe a na-emere onwe enjoy ndị ihe na-eme na Nigeria na-eme so ihe ọ nọ na-enyo anya onwe osi ike nọsi ike ebe ọ nọ. Okay, where are we going from there? Na they don't love the people they are governing and that is our problem. So na ndị na-achọ ha n'azụ politician ụfọdụ na-akpọ ya na phone chetakwa ụzọ anyị onye isi ilu anyị our road our electricity ọ na-asị ha no problem were obi na-asị ha ndị aghụghọ na ọ na-aghọrị ụnụ ọ nọrọ ebe anya na nwunye na ụmụ ya na-eme enjoy ọ natakwa na-achụ ya n'ike ọ chụgidogo nye 50,000 ọ na-akpọ mbụ nwanne m nwoke na-agba mbọ. So na nsogbu dị na ya bụ na anyị ga na-eti mkpu tinaga n'ụlọ ọ bụrụ na ha na-anụ ihe anyị na-ekwu ha mmadụ na n'ụkpana okpoko gburu na ntị chirie na anyị lose opportunity anyị nwere kịta n'aka m Nnamdi Kanu who is ndị oyibo ga-asị hold the bulls on the horn. Na ndị niile na-eso maazị Nnamdi Kanu kịta mana na ọ da atụ ụjọ oke o siri ike obi karịa so na niile ga-eso ya na obi ga-esikwa ha ike ịnọtago. So na anyị niile ga-ama na n'aka maazị Nnamdi Kanu kịta ka our hope nọ. Okay, na anyị na-eme mistake wee luzuo ya kịta na ya nwakwa mgbe ọzọ anyị ga-enweta onye dị ka ya again n'ụwa weda ma ọ na-eme ihe ọjọọ ma ọ dị eme nwe onye dị nsọ mana saịdị ọ na-aga bụkwa saịdị anyị chọrọ. Ajụbugo m mbụsị ndị na-eme agba mbọ Biafra ma bụ ụwa zuru ike ụmụ Igbo Okeke ma Okafọ kedu otu isi achọ Biafra n'ime Nigeria? Enwebeghị m answer ahụ up to now. So na ihe anyị needed bụ to get away from Nigeria. We don't belong there. Onwe nwanne anyị kwuru ebe asị ka ị na-achọ ha ka ha lọvụọ gị na ha achọghọ gị ibekwa enu ma na anyị na ha abụghị ofu. Anyị abụghị ndị Hausa omume ha anyị na ha dị iche iche onweghị ebe anyị na ha si bụrụ ofu. We are not one in the beginning. Ịghọtago. So na ihe m na-ekwu n'ime bụ na anyị niile nwere ọrụ anyị ga-alụsi ike. Nwanne m nọ n'ụlọ na-agwa ya sị ya nna onye anyị na-achụpụ politicians si ebe a pụta n'ụzọ adịghị ya. We have to do that. Ụmụnne anyị ebe ha nọ n'ụlọ na-agba kpụrụkpụrụ na-achụ ha ka anyị tinye ọnụ anyị na-akọwatara ha na ụzọ ha si abụghị ụzọ nekwa ihe na-achọ ịbịa. Ịghọtago? So ebe anyị na abroad nke anyị ga-emenwu n'ụlọ a ka anyị na-ewenaga ozi n'ụlọ na ụmụnne anyị na ndị niile ndị kindred onye ọbụla friends nọ na Nigeria bika mgbe ụfọdụ ha ga-aghọta ha na-enwekwu data ha ji egede ihe anyị na-akọba isiokwu. So mana ịnweta nwe ya na fon igwe ya si ya nna ọ nne ihe ka mkpa bụ gọvanọ anyị na-agabe ya eje etukwu ana ya ofu kọpụ garị biko si na be pụta n'ụzọ adịghị ya o nwee ihe ị ga-eme nwe ya kwee sabotage ya do that ọnya bụ ihe anyị chọrọ. Ifugo ụmụnne ma chọrọ m ikwu ọtụtụ okwu na ụnụ akwụtachago ihe niile na ọ ka nsị ka ụnụ daalụ na mbọ onye ọbụla na-agba. Maazị Oriakụ ọ dị ka ọ pụga afọ ọzọ m isi ebe a. Ọ dị mma nne daalụ Maazị Mayor.
Thank you so much. We are nwada aga m agafe ebe nwada nọ ka onwe ike chịkọta nwe ike ga zuru ike. Sister, thank you so much. Thank you for joining because more can onwe nwukwa bishop. I want bishop. Come on, it's well. I don't want.
Ị ka ga-echikwa ọzọ ichefukwa na nke
ahụ. Ọzọ bishop mayor. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you. Ngwana nwada, over to you. Ka ịchịkọta ka inwe ike ga zuru ike ịgbalị ana ya. Nwada Ife nwa over to you nwanyị ọma.
Sister. Kedekwa onye kwuru okwu last. Amazi ma chetezi m afa gị mana ama m na ịma onye na-ekwu maka Asari Dokubo with all the other forming of groups. Ịma case anyị Eastern Nigeria, the peculiar. What may work for other places. Here for Kitabu a complete strategy. No na ya the caged. It would have worked for us. Mane Marugo, Nandai na ha na-emeke ihe. The more wiser than us. Ha nwee crude wisdom. Ano ya bata ha ji wote divide and rule. Ihe ifu na-eme na bai. Eastern side is divide and rule. Even Wazirika anyị na ha egbukita na front of Biafra. Akwa ị nwere idea na ya na Yerima bụ 5 and 6 o na. Why? Because ha need the people ka na-enye ha information n'ihe na-eme. Ndị be anyị bụ onyekwara onye ahụ ego, onye ahụ ga-adịgoro 12. Ọ ya sị gịnị ka ya na fight for next generation ya ka ọ ka dịgoro na n'afọ ole ihe niile. So na o nwere ya na ndị o nwere ihe bụ na you can't form a struggle with ndị na-adịghị trustworthy, ndị na-amara ihe ha chọrọ, ndị na-amara the cost of their freedom. Because ọ bụrụ na ị mara the cost of your freedom, o nwere ihe Yerima ya akọrọ gị na ọ bụrụ na ụwa zuru ike ma ihe o nwere ihe Yerima ga-akọrọ gị, o nweghị ụdịrị ego a ga-enye gị ị ga-eji wee bịa na-abụrụzi an informant na-agwa ha ihe na-eme na anabụ unu. Mana what we see bụ na ndị nwadụ so-called people o nwere ndị na-abịa for this freedom fighting just for fame. Enwere many people put out for this freedom fighting just because of what they can gain or ihe ha ga-eme. So pụta like this, pụta pull all their crowd. Onye ọbụla nwere their own motive onye nke a na ibi abụrụ ofu. Ọ pụta kịta anọ a nwee one particular motive. Inwe ike anyị ncha niile bụ ofu ihe n'obi. Nsi oke ka nsi ebe a na-achụ, kụwasị ebe a na-achụ, mana anyị ma ofu ihe ka anyị ofu ọnụ goal ka anyị na-eje. Ị na-ekwu ihe na-ekwita onwe isi. Mana ya na-agwa gị kịta n'ala Igbo ọ dịrị otu a. Asari Dokubo na-achụ nke Asari Dokubo na-achụ afọ ya one side. Nke si na ọ nọ n'Owerri na-achụ afọ ya one side. Onye ọbụla nwere motive dị n'iche mana apụta present ya Biafra ewepụta the name because I dey emotional, I dey sentimental when it comes to Biafra. Everybody love that na for our freedom. So you put ha nacha anyị that name n'ihu, onye ọbụla gravitate towards you. You got to go onye ọbụla eso ego ozugbo because anyị chọrọ Biafra, anyị chọrọ freedom. So ha nwere gị ihe bụ magnet. Ha pụta ha na present ya anyị nche na-eso ha ozugbo. Ewere anyị kparịwa ego. That is what we see over time. So if you know was really one informant, he takes information and goes to them. Then the governors are the same thing. Why? Because under the gullible. Now check here this person after the war. Go on, say. Now can I make a the two gullible. Ni like ego. Now man jadi when the mother self. What they would have used is simple divide and rule. When you divide, you conquer. You divide them, you give them money. Give this person money, give this person money. I say, fight against yourself. And you see them fighting against themselves. And exactly, he have they play now, Nanibo. Actually, just billion. Ole family, ole manya. Ole che be like this. Ole woman 30, 40 years, 100 years to come. Future generation, yani no ole hanjanine. That is what one thing. That's that's why even the child wouldn't become self. The work they are too much. But even people to trust afro hanya, yes, and wouldn't they put on just ego or many people the motive, the right motive for that freedom. Or many people are the worth of freedom. Freedom is priceless. But when you don't know the worth, any 100 billion, a target price at 100 billion. 100 billion is not even up to your freedom. Man, many people are out. Freedom is priceless. And when they get quantify here. But in the Bible, or chego, it's a hanonya ego. Onya is put the government goes. And that is why we don't have anybody upon 9 with governors. But no single governor will stand up. A governor of Anambra State, the cost of an Anambra person, the cost of Onya Anambra 500,000. If you kill Onya Anambra, give 500,000. Or the kind of people we see in power, the kind of people like how they ready to sell us. Hey, price tag, as in I am mad. Any guy a price tag or then will kill when they kill you, they bring 500,000. So if as far as now these people are able to understand our psyche, they are able to penetrate us. The only thing, you don't even need guns and bullets. He need the political appointments. He need that is why you see all our governors misbehaving. To protect and then don't match. Because they could have and about Eastern security. Eastern security in your ultimatum. How me quiet na constitution, but hard judge. But now the country should not be giving him instruction. Excuse me, on what to do. Shouldn't give him instruction. You know, Nakama presidential 2023 presidency, Igbo presidency, or Canada. Because to them, what matters is what they can get. They are not there for you, they are not there for me. Just for their own sake. Until we begin to understand this state. And what of people, capable hands? That is our problem. This is what Nnamdi is crying about. Or they are easy. Also, to work with all these people. Because he wants to, to form an alliance with Avengers, as you said. But what came out of it? Betrayal of trust. Betrayal of trust. He wants to form an alliance with different people so that they wear a common front. But you see this Fulani is penetrating these people. Penetrating her like this. You see that they can snow full in a good thing. And at a point, if freedom fighting, in our fighting with only only like it was really up that or call that age or call one native for gossip. That's no, and the bio the one getting a buna bush. Ah, come only possibly a freedom fighter. Yeah, like this. Yeah. But on it is good. Even if one person in a whole country, one person came with a whole country said make protest for 1 month. Man, I look at somebody calling a freedom fighter and I justify Fulani Ibu Madna Bush. Just because now the security apparatus set it up, our brother was set it up. Now you can tell me, can you help with the motive of that man? Onya for you. Never for his stomach. It is simple. He be checking like this. He go do Ganyana. Many of them are only motive in Kyoji. New war. Only motive only Hojiga. For what I had a take opportunity after like this. I had a contracts. I had opportunity after like this. I never go to reach. Now that's what the name Biafra struggle. So until you get those people whose mind they fixed on the price until you get those people only have the same mind in will. Then he had a man when we see you can't go and see again and then cap again and then come up again. I had more be again happen. How you will that information in with jealous in the logi. My best as so now. Or come on over us or come apple. That's why I don't even blame him too much now because I free him and with Yana Uchemefo. How can Uchemefo be there? And Uchemefo marry her name at the system. Uchemefo marry her name. And then before long, we see him coming out to start talking trash. Then it now shows me the state of his mind, even while he was still with IPOB. Because no one can say reason he came. With IPOB, you don't know what is going on in IPOB. Of what use? You don't know anything that is happening there. Only for a while for you to come out. You say now cut the struggle, meaning that your mind has never been there. Your motive has never been right. All the while in Okweba. You are looking for a way to steal information and to sell. So if a freedom's fighting now until we become bloody, all these people different places no make money because people are making money. They are cashing out of this. A lot of people in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. And when one person one day no follow program, yeah. So I was reading the comments. One person a prominent person no abroad though. Na sini ha na na IPOB struggle and I like ya. Na see the name. Ima ofo we put that comment see. No nya na ha ki ha na meet go nya one on one. No na say follow ihe onya na akọ. No nya amacha the truth. Come on. Struggle. I'm telling you, a lot of people are heartless. A lot of people are heartless. Here from about 1 night in a waste. And within the G are cash. Yeah, and when the G make serious money. How I say how about name? But they want us to keep on suffering so that can they make it. You understand? So all of people in social media, more than I paint you. I put high gas straightforward. If only they are bumble, in a you don't need to tell you about if so in order to not to be long, in order. But our problem. Sabo kanko. And a lot of people with shifts in wolf's clothing. I said, how just know then I camouflage. You can't know. You will not know the motives, the different motives. Until my actions will begin to, if you follow my actions well, you might even need it. You may follow actions for a long time, you will be able to see my heart. Because that is what we see. Southeastern governors now come back 2023 that ima be ni picture what is 2021. Ima be ni isi go and this 2021 with the rate of the killings. People cannot travel from the east to Lagos. If how or full road do connect west down to the east, people can't travel. Everywhere they hot, only they scared. But there are governors on the quote. They will go to man in the street and they don't talk. Military will kill. No get palliatives and they will see people because of Indomie. And they will see them man. Governors are really happy. And when any arrest, who went down for it? Nobody. Because our lives has been tagged. Our lives say, I'm a guy price. Price I have 500,000. When you kill us, you bring 500,000. So these people, we have not started, we don't start burning their properties down, bringing them down wherever they are. I am very serious. Until we come to that level of pulling these people down. Eastern security when they may not have going that process. Let them begin this work. That person. Email 1 or 2 persons. Would I set your example? Everything, other thing will begin to fall in place. That is my own take. All those people are fallouts. Compromise. If you compromise, people can trust you. They have compromised. So can man walk with India why you have Roby. Then I walk with India at Russia. So yeah, I have my last word. Kachifon.
Thank you so much, Wayama, for joining us, and God bless, and happy new week ahead. Mazibe from Berlin, and when you need a cheap right in before I got for you. Yeah, go on.
Because I am to the equal that now. Imagine a man be by one now watch news sometimes. And we hear he claim Eda or Eda the main problem I want because ndini na akpọ Eda we betrayer and ndini na watch man do ha nwe zama ihe asị na ndị kale na-eme nke a na ọ ga-ajụ ndị Eda na-ajụ onwe m ke ndị wu ndị Eda ndị enyere ụzọ 1960 something ha rie di ego ụzọ anyị adịghị mma ndị Eda ndị ga mgbe Okwueme chọrọ ịwụ prezident bitere ụmụnne ha na Jos lọtara na East anyị ndị Eda dịse ndị apụtara ugbu a na-emekwe kampen ka ha wụrụ gọvanọ ka ha wụ prezidenti o na ha ga-aga reprezenta the same people gara na bitere nwanne ha lọta dị happy ruo dị asụ Awụsa anyị na nwaanyị na-ana Awụsa na ihe asụrụ kpọ onwe ha Eda o ha lọta n'ala Igbo anyị ha teke ya decision as Eda na ka otu ngechide respect gị as Eda because problem enwere ewu anọ m na Germany ma onye gị na ya na-arụ ọrụ ị ga-akpọ ya aha ya ọnọsi progress gị ọnọsi ite ụzọ ọnọsi iwe mmadụ n'ọrụ Eda is nonsense upon nonsense because this Eda anyị na-eme na be anyị ọya problem i respect chief ya na ego tiga na akpa gị respect gọvanọ ya ara ego gị respect common local government chairman ya were ego even onye nwe ọkada ma local government chairman ya arụ ụlọ within 6 months ndị village tibere ya mkpu akpọ ya Eda ụzọ ochie alabe ya adịghị mma anyị na-ekwu Eda ọhanweze Eda ọhanweze na asị m believe on them as Eda ha nwee ike ịgwa m ihe ha megwara chief look at niile na-eme na be anyị ndị Fulani anụ m ebule m ha they stood on their ụmụnne ha kwudosi ike before gị ha make any comment against ihe a na-eme na Fulani ọ rara ahụ but ndị Igbo kpọrọ Eda a na watch gọvanọ anyị ga-ọsọ eminisia gị na eminisia ihe a sekuriti nwere crash with amị gị kpọ ya eminisia so emi na sense gọvanọ ịma ihe na-eme na siti nọ n'ime ya anyị nọ na-ekwu look at ndị Yoruba ka nne ihe eme akọrọdere ukwu okwu the whole governor pụta stood with him security a na-ekwu kamgbe ka fọm security ndị Yoruba fọm nke ha Amatuku steeti house na-pass law support ya the whole state na-pass Imo steeti anyị aga Enugu steeti ndị na-eche n'abalị aga Asrọk na-aga na-emebisi nke anyị n'okata kpọtara general police ya ọbịa polisi bịa na nke anyị ndị Yoruba kpọtara polisi mgbe nke ha governors I cannot stand as one stand there as one make politics as party a na-eme ya eme they would stood as one and made their politics different as party a na-eme ndị Yoruba niile a na-ekwu okwu ha na APC the answer is no but they stood their ground but nke Igbo anyị betrayal amon ego akpa aka mgbe ụwa ha ji emegere governors anyị ego ha kpara look at ihe mere n'ọlụ ụdị amị bịa n'ọlụ na Zamfara ebe niile adị m surprise na-ege journalist hangout a na-asị army distress na-ajụ onwe m from Lagos to East army no on the road alone Artigate and River Forest a ga-akwụsị Boko Haram ihe ebe n'ala Igbo anyị a na-eru 1000 plane na-efe n'ọlụ o cheki na ọ na-ahụrụ plane na-efe n'ọlụ ọba anyị o 2 helicopter nọ n'ọlụ just small crash enwere n'ọlụ jụzie onwe ha ajụjụ kamgbe ihe niile na-eme na Zamfara na bush niile nọ na nọtụ anyị ọ bụ ndị amị ama ebe ọ nọ ha sọ nsị ibu helikọpta gaa na tụwuchie bush niile ndị Fulani nọ n'ime ọhịa our gọvanọ sentara ihe niile a pụta na-eme kọmentị ị ka nọ sọpọtụ ụmụnne gị ịpụta gị sa anyị kụrụ gị aka eke nweta m na uwe ụdị dị m na-ebi ana m ebere m ndị Fulani watch ha niile ha na stood on their own if you want to be free stood on your brother problem anyị nwere we are betrayers anyị niile anyị na-achụ ego and ego our problem Nnamdi Kanu kwuru okwu boteli ya egbuo terrorist ndị gọvanọ mepe ọnụ ha asị this terrorist organization nke Nigeria government condemn gwere the Fulani akwa ha the highest in the world the third highest Nigeria kpọrọ ha terrorist the answer is no ha na-emekwa ihe na-agba egbe burucha ha egbe onye ka ebugoro bụ obi si ndị Fulani ebuko na egbe the answer is no gọvanọ Fulani ga-apụta na TV gwa anyị na o si Cameroon na enwere ụkwụ ụmụnne nọ na Cameroon na-eme program nwụ na-enwe ike John na Cameroon pụta na TV na-ekwu ya enwe SS mere arrest enwe ele challenge ya studio up na-ekwu ya gọvanọ of North ga-apụta sị na ọ ga-eme bribe ka a ghara na-egbuzi ndị be anyị ga-asetụrụ ndị agha enwe onye mere arrest. They stood on the ground on their plan, but our own is our problem. Our governors just stay there and stay. They are doing nothing. Give the side respect. How many Europe we are happy they free now? Guys, also them minute them. Now December na open the anonym open that security for money more ya. One day in your first time na uno no cha ahum kidnapper. Amam no na uno. Amam no when about kidnapper. And when we about ndoshi uno na December. Everybody camped. I'm happy. Everybody camped. It's all give over 9 12 midnight. And we can men. I'm not so sure. Move from Umuahia to Mbise to here to my village. One in the midnight. Oh my God, inside security. If I had a broom, nobody know. You got a village on that and down in town. You got a village on you show up officer. On the coast. Get no governor come form with security. If you when him give us elder. This is nonsense upon this. We have to stop this elder of thing. That's in Kenya. I'll make my own. This elder of thing is my problem. Elder is their food because they cannot. If my father cannot protect me, is the food as my father. Let me tell you. If one guy protect him, Ghana has another bribe. I'm not respecting as a father. Why should you come and tell me you're elder? Which kind of elder? Even elder, man, elder, can you respect? Elder, how protect Ali? Why? How protect now? 2025, 20. How protect see? No, this is not all. Because they say, this guy game. One day, how can you think? How condemn one much buy? Oh, if we have been buy, I mean, you na east side. How me sure when you have you? But the main place all good there. I want to get. Onye ajụrụ a na-ajụ onwe ya. Ihe a first time m hụgwere n'obodo a na-akpọ minista a na-akpọ ihe niile akpọ na Nigeria unu watch ya unu na-watch ya enwe nke anyị nọ ya anyị nọ n'azụ abịa na intelligent anyị business anyị ji na ndị Igbo anyị wụ iwe one day mechie the whole shop na Igbo anyị laa aka ogbu ndị Nigeria the worst thing anyị nwere anya ma ihe anyị wụ ele otu onye ji city si na-ere ayịyọ dụkwagonu m we're going to move to energy people. The whole business in Nigeria, importation, I was just hand class. Nobody knows me. I suppose you first class. Yeah, people not anymore here. Okay, come you go. I survive. Our survive. Can you say third class in the place? Everyone gagi honibo. Everyone gagi honibo. Everyone gana Lagos business monibo. Gigana on the business monibo. Gigaba business monibo. Gigana Germany onibo. Gigana America onibo. Gigaba onibo. University onibo. Everyone onibo. I bet in the name do I condemn why I say the 5 million. There 30 million. In the name do 5 million. We only landmark. That is there. I was the fools because I took any go. So into the ukwu. Before I went to Henacho, I get when you know about Eda. Na Azuno. Chuan title Recho. Can I survive war? Ask I be as Nigeria. No problem. And the condition. Confederation name of the America the Confederation. A guy on President Agano na America na here no na command on Las Vegas. You cannot try it. As one Kaiwa Nigeria, a confederation, ndị Igbo manage the resources, ndị no manage the resources, and when you know the population, I can make ego. As one na ha ga-achọ otu island onye dịra na-ajụ onwe ya. Ka mmadụ ghara ịpụta ihe na-ete ude ka ihe a na-ete ude for. Anyị na-ete ya ude, a sị ka ebie, ele otu a ga-esi ebi, ọ dịrị anyị ma anyị bie. Ha sị na achọ gị ibi, onye nọ n'ụlọ onwe ya, nna m sị na mụ na ya ga-anwụ nwanne, m nọ n'onwe m na gọọmenti anya nọ ya. Anya nọ ya ya ma ihe na-eme anya nọ na security anya nọ na nka enwe ebe anyị nọ koti ma ya nọ enwe ebe anyị nọ na ụmụnne anyị ndị eji ike tigara obere ha na na-eji ha nwanne onye ọ na-akpọrọ m onye ọ na-asị ka mena anyị kwere ndị ọ na-akọ ndị m nna ndị ka I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry for them. So m tụrụ ikwu anyị kwudosie n'ike asụ ụmụnne onye ọrụ ebe sị elder ọ nọ ya kamgbe ihe a na-eme ọ nọ ya kamgbe gị na-ata ahụ ọ nọ ya kamgbe ịlọta si onye a ya not my elder that elder go and sit down until m hụ na ihe ị na-eme dị mma kpụkpọ m elder gị za. So nwanne m mere ana m ekere na the program na-asụ ka anyị jisikwana n'ike I support nwantị nke anyị na-ekwuchi ike because ihe na-eme na be anyị gbanwezuru ọ na-agbagho anya ịre anya mmiri na-agụ ka anyị na-ekwu ihe na-eme na be anyị ka anyị na-ekwu ndị na-achị anyị because ị gaa na north road ha niile etekwara ete ị gaa na north ihe ọ na-egewe north before gị hụ ha chikwara ụlọ mmadụ ihe niile na-eme ha nwere ezigbo ụzọ bịa na nke anyị enwe ezigbo ụzọ sọsọ ha na-eriji ego ha richadị ego ha kpọkpọ ụlọ anyị na-ene ha n'anya dịka onye nke m kwuru we have to start teaching this our elders very big lesson. I want to teach them a lesson. One day when you are come with the show, we need to be teaching them lesson. I would disagree. I get this game when public. But I the right to better for us because all have our problem. So yeah, I'm to you.
Thank you so much, Ibe. Thank you so much. We so much appreciate. Erudite Joe, ngwanu biko ka anyị were 2 minutes chịkọta wan na ya agbalịkwana today. Ngwa Erudite Joe, over to you nwanne m.
Ndewo Maazị Mayor. Camera there up because we got many things the most important thing our people need to understand that now. Nigeria is a is a country of no equatorism. Where to go? There is no equatorism once you're born in Nigeria. Everybody has to rise up to understand that the end has come, whereby everybody has to find their own way. Because if you look at what is going on in the north has all the service chiefs. Meanwhile, there is still banditry, kidnapping, and all manners of atrocities is still going on there. And make no mistakes, these things they are doing now, they are still targeting Christians, the Hausas. They are still targeting Igbos in the north. It's not like they are just killing their own people. They are targeting Christians and business that belongs to Christians. So we should not forget that. They have all the securities, all the service chiefs, everything is there. They still have Hishiba police. They still have the one they call Dangurugu Shege Shinkafa or what is it? But there is still banditry and there is still the whole of kidnapping going on there. Killings. There is no single day that you wake up on this face of earth that you will not hear that maybe they have killed 60 people, 100 people. They have kidnapped 50 people. There is no single day. There is no peace in their land. That is because it is a judgment of God upon them. The time has come whereby we need to understand that there is always a roadmap to freedom. Let me use the example of Mandela in South Africa. When he was agitating for the freedom of South Africa, he formed the ANC. This is for people who always coming to radio to tell us that no one pro-Biafra group can restore Biafra. It is a typical lie. ANC did it in South Africa through the leadership of Mandela. The Zionists did it in Israel. You cannot come and say that no one pro-Biafra group can restore Biafra. Mandela did it. With ANC, they all came together, even while he was arrested. While he was arrested, the members of ANC, they continued to protest. They continued to protest and protest. Even when they tried to assassinate Mandela, he ran to the east, and he was housed by Mbazulika Amechi. I think that was in 1953. He was housed by Mbazulika Amechi, where he stayed by around 6 months. He got the support of the Nigerian government. Nigerian government even sponsored about 300 South Africans to go and study abroad. After getting approval of sponsorship from Nigerian government, Mandela went back. They arrested him. They took him to the prison. He was there. Even they continued to agitate, and the agitation was not like a carrying flag, ordinary flag to go. They fight. They kill them, and they kill the appetites. They were not joking. They were every day. There was always violence. Each time they come out, they always have fights. They always kill them, and they always make sure they kill one of those who killed them too. Until finally the chain was broken. So these things we have to understand that as we are doing it, we have gotten to the time whereby we will no longer look anybody's face, because you have United Nations who will never step in.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. I am very good today.
Thank you.
Achebe Paul, just 2 minutes. Can we get Pastor Chimeze Kochikota? Just 2 minutes. Because I have 2 minutes. Thank you. May we go mute. Unmute yourself, Achebe Paul. Unmute yourself.
Like ndị be anyị na-ekwu na anụ m na. Hello. Okay, thank you. Like ndị be anyị na-ekwu na ọtụtụ okwu adịrọ na ụka mgbede. Ịnanya na ihe na-eme na the East now. I feel that na many people ekwugoku a lot. So and I can na-ekwukwa ihe there because onwe nnụ na anyị na-akpọ ọsụ nlụnlụ ime ọhịa. Ọ sị na okwu ụtụtụ nya bụ okwu ehihie nya bụrụkwa okwu mgbede nya ofu okwu a ka ọ na-ekwu mgbe niile that na nweta Biafra anwụghọ ka ọ dị possible through peaceful way. Freedom is not given but is taken. The kingdom of God suffereth violence, and only the violent take it by force. So any person saying that name will any means nweta Biafra without ịgbanyụsọ egbe enu or without any form of crisis, onya adịbeghị serious nweta Biafra. So until anyị bịa bulugodu ụzọ deal with the enemies at home before anyị gawa outside, because the problem I have found go the root of that problem, and the root bụ the leaders of the East, which is Ohaneze and the Eastern governors, including the traditional rulers, because these are the people connive together to sell the youth out. If you know any of them not under 60 years, is from 60 above, which means he had after how to give their children and their grandchildren, great-grandchildren, bright future, and they render the masses, the other children of the masses, poor. So how Nigeria can liberate ourselves? Then we have to rise up. I want to create that violence. I want to create that crisis or where then they will come in attack, because I create to go that thing. How much does in attack and you defend one way where attack them? After that, then Obuna Halike is there in a round table. Obuna Halike, then I continue the pressure. So okum ni nachiko tokum webulu kai bikonu mande no na social media mande na outside kai jika konu mali hi game we convince your brother ebobu no ko join near the strong of the movement IPOB kai restore Biafra, because only na fight for the restoration of Biafra. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Pastor Chimeze, are you there? Just round Oraya up. Okay, we can thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate for the time being, and then now my final assertion is this. IPOB has been on the forefront of this agitation, and thank God for ECN that has been in existence, that they are doing a marvelous job. What we need to do is to come together and give them the maximum support. But talking about Igbo presidency 2023, please, anybody that is standing and talking about Igbo presidency, that person is trying to deceive each and every one of us. Because ị ga-asị na a na-esi n'isi ahụrụ wee n'ụtọ nsị. Ị ga-ahụ ikugodi ke ndị ga-ajedi iche the president ya Ojuso Kalu 8 years as governor. He could not build good road. There is nothing he did in Abia State. Owowele 8 years as governor of Imo State. And yet the whole road o discover all achere today, tomorrow. The more you look, the less you see. Konye ko oka no no chena lecturer and ndị amị na-egbu ndị mmadụ n'ọlụ na ECN na bịa to reinforce to prevent life ọkpọ ha militant. I get it. Konye ko Obiano that promised me, saying Metiala is in his government, and said if you kill any Biafran, you pay 500,000. And I want to ask Obiano, so his life worth 500,000, or his life of his children worth 500,000? Or we are got? Is it devil Mahi? You know, is it devil Mahi that has selling his people out? That are selling his people out in the name of a position. Wike that massacred Biafrans in Obibu, committed genocide in Obibu, in the name of he want to acquire vice president. Konye ko that under his watch, Funani massacre people in what is it called? This village in Enugu State. He came there and was crying and was saying that he was calling Buhari. They are not responding to him. He was crying and telling people to go and pray. Tell me if we truly have any man that you can say that will enter as a president in Nigeria, as Igbo president in Nigeria, and then he will protect the right of Igbo person. Tell me. Rather, they will still use the person to kill Biafrans and kill Igbo people. So it's of no use we standing and wasting our time talking of Igbo presidency. Let us use that time to support, instead of we supporting Igbo president. How come man at the north to Chiwara? If the north people want to Chiala, they should continue forever and ever. They should be the president. The northerners, they should be the forever and ever. They should take it. We are not interested of being president because president will not give us anything. He did not give Yoruba anything. Obasanjo was there for 8 years, and the life of Yorubas did not change. So Goodluck Jonathan was there. He's a Biafran. He was there for 6 years. Our life did not better. So we are not interested in those cock and bull story. It's not about who sits on the corridors of power, but it is of the policy the person put in place. The policy the person put in place. If you can travel from village and enter Europe, and under 4 years, 5 years, you began to do well, it's because of policy. The president of Angela Merkel is not from my village, neither is it from your village, but because of policy that is on the ground. So a quality that is on the ground. That is why if you come under 4 years, 5 years, you begin to see the dividend of your labor in every country you went. So we are not interested in presidency. What we are talking about is Biafra. Break away. Let them divide that country. It is better because as we all know, it's like we all in that country are chasing one thing. Where there are 200 people, they are pursuing one thing. How do you think that everybody will be satisfied? Manadia divide their Nigeria now. Ufoduga, they came Nigeria, and they will go to Nigeria. I get when they go an embassy. I get with police. I get army. I get a Biafra. I get with police. I get army. I get with navy. I get with security. I get with Air Force, I can engineers. All those things. If not that thing, na Nigeria. Now a divide and they critic and they critic. You see, there will be maximum peace. Manabia with everything as a natural 100 million people. I get me one job or 200 people name apply for one job. Ejiana and Madego for the all one vacancy. One vacancy can or more than 200 people, 300 people are fighting for one vacancy. So it will be of a better use that Nigeria divide so that there will be many job creation. There will be job opportunities for everybody. You know, I can wait job opportunity for everybody. Man, I ain't telling them as Nigeria, we can make headway. We will never make headway. So
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the viewers. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, and I appreciate everyone that joined us at this junction. We call it a day, and God bless everyone.
Thank you.
Take my boots off when I die, oh Biafra. Take my clothing to the camp. I didn't give my gun to someone else to fight for fatherland. Biafra, take my boots off when I die. Ochukubeze in ala Biafra. Edere ya na buri. Awolo wo wande ya yakubu go wan. Biafra, Biafra win the war. I'm on to shelling machine, heavy artillery, bomb and fighter. Enye mugo wa wanti toge, my boy we know. Enye mugo wa wanti toge. Enye mugo wa wanti toge, my boy we know. Enye mugo wa wanti toge. Biafra, unekwe wana kako wachuno. Unekwe wana kako wachuno. Ochichi gizira gochukubia onyeze aya choro chichi go waru mbibi. Ochichi gizira gochukubia onyeze aya choro chichi go waru mbibi. Abumonya mamiye nemu ani rapu kwa mu mabaro we mami. We wura we wera wacha kechie ya.